New game, new file. What should we call you? Fidget. Let's get the romance going. Cough, cough, cough. You wake up on the beach, soaking wet, salt water stinging the inside of your throat, as if you'd nearly drowned. Water falls from your mouth as you open it to gasp for air. You have no memory of how you got here. In fact, you can only remember your own name, but not where you came from or a single fact about your life. What you do know is that despite the outrageous beauty of the landscape around you, you feel incredibly sick to your stomach. Fireball, we are going on a date. Wow, really went down the wrong pipe, huh? You need a minute, or can I go on? Because I can give you a minute, we've got plenty of time. Endless time, really. An eternity, if you catch my drift. Whoa, not now, Ocean. Sorry, Fidget. May I continue? Please, go on. Okay, then. As I was saying, you look down at your feet, ankle deep in the crystal blue water of a newly arrived wave. As the water recedes back into the ocean, it reveals a grotesque discovery. Ah! A decomposing face stares up at you from beneath the sand. All you can do is vomit. A stream of dark bile, bugs, worms, and other ick. What up, Focus? Ocean's the new entity? I think that's what it's going for. Questions race through your mind. Where are you? How did you get here? Who is behind this incredibly charming and well-spoken voice in your head? However, answers don't come easy. Your mind is completely blank. What will you do? Dig up that face! You brush the sand away from the half-buried human head embedded in the ground before you. We got money! We're rich! There's no body, just this head. As you pick it up, flakes of skin fall to the ground. The jaw falls open, revealing a gold coin sitting on the rotten tongue of this poor dead soul. Getting your hands dirty, I see. I like it. You're a take charge type. Da-na-na-na. You examine the gold coin briefly, happily distracted from what has otherwise been an extremely confusing morning. Hello, Yasha. The sun beats down on you, drying your clothes. You check your pockets, but they're empty. Plenty of room for a gold coin, you suppose, and so you deposit it. But that's a nice coin you've got there. What if you were to spend it right now? No thanks. Look, I'm gonna level with you here. That coin you found, it's mine. I dropped it yesterday, and I've been looking all over for it. Dropped it into a dead person's mouth. Could you just give it back? No. Shh. Be that way then. Your mind doesn't have a chance to linger any longer in your current situation, as you feel something soft bump into your foot. When you look down, you find a volleyball sitting in the sand there next to you. You stare down, frozen. A voice calls out from behind you. It's Trapper! Oh, it's Huntress! Little help, please? You turn around, and when you see what's waiting for you, your jaw just about hits the ground. Oh my! Oh my, there he is, the man, the legend. Four gorgeous monsters stand halfway between you and a well-attended volleyball court. Each of them oozes with undead energy, a magical aura reaching out and penetrating you via your eyes. Your heart begins to race. Curiosity, fear, desire. You can't help but stare at these casually dressed, let's call them killers. I don't know, not to be judgmental, but that's just the energy they put out there. So many competing feelings rush through your mind at once that you are completely paralyzed. Oh, hello! There are weird days, and then there's this. All you can do is look down at the ball and back up with a monstrous lineup of, well, literal monsters. Sexy ass monsters, though. What do you do? You bend down and grab the ball. It's warm from sitting in the sand on this beautiful day. When you give the ball a toss, it arcs beautifully through the air and lands right in Huntress's hands. Not bad, stranger. Huntress's muscles ripple as she grips it in her hand. You look her up and down and consider what it might be like to be held tightly in those strong arms. Warm, perhaps? Maybe a little sweaty, but that's okay. It's natural. Try hard much? Blech. They're speaking directly to you, but you still can't bring yourself to reply. You're entranced. When you snap out of it, you realize that everyone has gone back to the volleyball court. Alone again, you look across the beach at these strange residents who casually bat a volleyball back and forth, happily ignoring your intrusion on their private beach. Should you be frightened? Worried? Excited? I did refer to them as killers, not to give too much away. But at the same time, damn, they are looking very appealing in their own way. And nobody so much as lifted a blood-soaked finger in your direction. Don't be scared, Fidget. You were made for this. Well, geez, if the spooky ocean voice says not to be scared, I'm sure it's all gonna work out. With no good reason not to, you decide to head over and see what happens next. Seems like you've derailed the volleyball game just by showing up. You derailed the game just by showing up, nitwit. And I guess you're also a nitwit. Look, it's best to just go with what Trapper says when he says it. That's a policy I hold for pretty much anyone who always seems to have fresh blood on their hands. Hey, don't worry about it. It's all just a game. Existence, that is. Besides, you seem a lot more interesting than a silly game. What's your deal? What brings you here? You mean they're here to do more than distract from my total domination? That was Wraith. The sigh means he was done with the game too. Either that or he saw a butterfly or something. Look, I don't care what this Josh-lacked moron is here. I just want to know, can I kill them or not? You know you can't. At least not yet. Oh, yeah. Not yet. Hey, Fidget, you might want to, say something. Actually, never mind. There'll be plenty of time for that soon enough. Right now, this group has some questions for you. But be warned, answer quickly and answer well. This is a timed quiz, and it will be very important later. Very important. Or not important in any way whatsoever. Probably that one, I can't remember. How attractive would you say you are? Very. I'd say I'm very attractive. That's what you think very attractive is compared to this? Trevor flexes and his muscles are so tight you can practically see the blood running through his veins. If you could have any superpower, what would it be? Invisibility. Invisibility? Same. Although sometimes I think I already am. What was your best subject in school? Skipping class. You could say I majored in skipping class. I'd ever gone to school, I'm sure would have done great in skipping class. I prefer skipping over walking almost anyways. What's your favorite animal? Cat. Definitely a cat. What? Why is everyone looking at me? You think it's because I'm the typical cute goth girl? I have some specific love of all things cats, and more specifically black cats? But you can go to hell anyway. Ugh. What's your favorite color? Blue. Three-tailed corpse. Blue isn't good for productivity. Makes people want to be lazy. What's your dream job? Astronaut. It'd be pretty amazing to be an astronaut, I think. It's hard to imagine being farther away from anyone than floating in space. The cold, inky vastness of nothing. Forever. Best flavor of ice cream? Chocolate. Horse flesh.
Horse flesh. I mean, ocean sounds.
My favorite flavor is pain. Same here. Mine is vanilla, swirled with pain. I think mint chip is the greatest flavor I ever can see myself, but not about ice cream. Am I right? This looks so weird, but I bet it's fun to watch. Here's hoping. Hold on a second. This reminds me. I am right. Always. It's a lesson you should learn before we get too much further. Do what I say if you want to survive. Pick mint chip.
We're teaching lessons now, narrator. You rascal. Kill or be killed is the rule on this island. Even for faceless voices.
Tell me, what's the best flavor of ice cream? Mint chip.
So obedient.
I think you're gonna do just fine. Anywho, now they know so much about you, I'm sure the group wants you to start getting to know them. I'm Trapper. I pretty much run things around here. I'm the smartest, richest, strongest person on this whole island. I don't like losers. If you want to know what a loser is, say hello to Wraith. Hi, I'm Wraith. I'm nothing like everyone else. I like nice people and loathe big dumb idiots. Hey, what's up? I'm Spirit. I don't like most things. I don't really hate most things either. It's not worth my time. But the things I do hate, I really hate, you know? Based on my personal observations, life is nothing but suffering, and society is a carefully calculated lie to keep everyone subservient to those in power. It's better to choose to just not take part. Jeez. Looks like she was downright murdered by society. She hates it so much. Oh, no way. I'm remembering Spirit's story now, and that's almost exactly what happened. Hey, I'm Huntress. Don't let those bummers get you down. There's lots of fun to be had on this island, along with lots of love. Yes, there is, if you know what I mean. Grow up. Grow a body.
Boom! Roasted!
I've explained this 1,000 times. I'm dead, but I'm not a literal ghost. I just create a trail of fog. I'm not made of it. Whatever, fog body. That's not nice. He's not nice. You love it. Only sometimes. You really? That's disgusting. That's why she likes it. Don't speak for me. I also hate it. Stop speaking entirely, actually. For the first time ever, I agree with Wraith. Let's move on. Otherwise, they'll do this all day. Besides, if I know this crew, and I do, they'll want to show off soon enough. If we're done playing, let's do something else instead. Wow, for once, I actually agree with the meathead. I say we go to my yacht. It's the massive boat docked nearby. I'll give everyone a taste of true luxury and power. Wraith rolls his eyes. Don't mind him. He just hates fun and happiness. No, I hate the endless, desperate, soul-crushing pursuit of wealth, the way it's flaunted needlessly and the cruelty it engenders. What about hanging out by the pool? I find the water calming, simple, beautiful. Hey, what about our volleyball game? We can exercise and have some fun as a group. Are you all serious? That's a perfectly good lounge to chill out right here. I'm tired, and besides, I hate being in the sun. Where do you want to go? Wait, which one's the pool? Is that a smile? Is that what a smile looks like when he does it? What can I say? Being enveloped by water is comforting. It's quite quiet, it's ominous, and you know, Wraith looks back over her shoulder to make sure no one besides you is within earshot. The fire can't get me. Super normal stuff here as usual. Oh, great, it's Claudette and Dwight. What do these two want? Since everyone's at the pool, we figured we'd bring over some of our most popular pool accessories. Fidget, which of these is particularly interesting to you? An inflatable lounger. Those loungers do look pretty comfortable. Sleeping during the day completely out in the open like this? You're really making yourself a target. If someone were to, I don't know, try and throw an axe directly at you, well, you should be easy to see. Not that I'm saying I would do that. I prefer a challenge. Huntress may not be into it, but it sure looks like Spirit co-signs this choice. Then she immediately snakes the coolest one. It's in that shape of a casket. A really cute casket. I don't really do water, but as long as I'm floating on top of it, that's fine, I guess. Spirit grabs you, the black unicorn floaty, and sets it in the water next to her. And since you also enjoy the fine art of relaxing here, you can share my umbrella. Oh, come on. That's charming. Something about the water and being this close to Spirit is putting you in a playful mood you might regret. Do you splash her? Just a little bit? I promise she doesn't have a cell phone in her pocket. She died before they got popular. We're not gonna splash her. Wait, we just died? Oh, I thought we died for a second. I was like, wait, what? Huh? Oh, wow. She's passed out. Probably from how boring you are. Hope she doesn't get a sunburn. For a waking nightmare, you could almost believe that you're starting to relax a bit and forget about how much you can't remember. It's as if the sun's very rays have a calming effect on you. Your body tranquilized by the soft light from overhead, coupled with the cool breeze rolling in from the sea. And you're not alone. I feel recharged by the gentle warmth of the ocean's caress. If it was a little too warm, that might have been my fault. And this is a pool, not the ocean. Okay, everyone, just let him finish. Thanks, Fidget. I know this probably doesn't seem like me, but anyone want to play a game of Marco Polo? Yes, I love games. I'll go first. Someone blindfold me. Of course, Trapper has a blindfold ready to go, kinky bastard. It's as if he had it in his hands before you even spoke. And did he just wink? And did you just bite your lip? Good thing you're getting reined in because it sure seemed like you're about to act up. Minigames consist of two parts. On top, a pointer, which rotates in a clockwise direction. And the bottom, a target you're going to be pointing at. Sometimes the target is immediately visible, sometimes it's hidden until the pointer arrives. Press the spacebar to stop the pointer while over the target to win. Fail to land on the target and you will lose. To achieve a perfect success, land on the start of the target area, not the end. We'll just try. Time to feel around. Go get him, Tiger. Oh, I see. Oh, perfect. Easy. Perfect. Oh, I nailed that one. That was like perfect. Oh, God. Oh, I'm so good at this. Ah, that one was hard. Casual mini. No, that was pretty good, Fidget. No, it wasn't. Don't lie. Just ignore him. You've been thrown in a very weird situation and you held your own. I respect that. Focus, you suck. That was a good game. I say we celebrate by throwing the waiter whose name I forgot into the pool. We gotta defend Dwight. Knock it off, Trapper. You're no fun. Thank you, Fidget. I won't forget this. Well, I mean, I might. Every time I think too deeply, I seem to forget every specific detail in my life beyond the basis of who I am as a person. But that was so cool of you to stick up for me. I'm no expert. Even though as an omnipotent narrator, I probably should be, but I think that's meant it's time for the next activity. Seems like the next activity is mealtime. How quaint. You were expecting what? Capture the flag. Do you know how complicated it is to run a game like that? Much more so than sitting and talking. You arrive at the cookout area to find an assortment of picnic tables scattered around. What were you expecting? Some kind of grand hall with a huge banquet table? This ain't some prestigious fantasy epic like you'd find on cable. Dwight and Claudette usher you to your seat. There's very limited seating directly around you. Oh, and oh, great, terrific. It seems that everyone wants to sit next to you. Even better is that they don't want to sit next to certain other people either. To start, no one wants to sit next to Trapper. Meanwhile, he refuses to sit next to Wraith or Trickster. Oh God, Trickster's in this? Oh yeah, Trickster's here. Surprise? Yeah, well, they don't call him Expected Stir. I'm sorry, even I get nervous around crowds of killers. And my whole shtick gets a little flustered. Yeehaw Mads, it's only $10 on Steam. Hey there. You looking good, Fidget. Real good. Oh my god. When did they get my fan house pics? And we literally can't let Huntress and Trapper sit together. Oh god, am I gonna remember all this? No, seriously, their arms too big. They can't fit the table even if they sit side by side. Look at this. We can't even fit everyone on the screen at the same time. You probably think it was an error, but it's not. It was completely intentional. Let there be a lesson to you. Every error you think you see is a choice. Got it? Okay, Dwight and Claudette are directing traffic. You sit on one side. The rest of them will sit opposite you. Hunters and Trapper can sit at the end with their enormous, sexy arms. Now everyone is seated. We can begin dinner. Tonight's meal was prepared slowly and carefully with both love and hate for 12 hours over a spit. Came out today, Vlad. We hope you all enjoy. We really, really hope you do. Hey, you didn't actually tell us what we were serving. What are we eating? It's meat. Seasoned with a specific number of special herbs and spices that we simply can't divulge. My favorite. Meat is good. Meat is murder. Oh no, you're a vegetarian. No. But you know, considering what you've been up to, who are you to get judgy now? I'm just sharing facts. You need to murder something to eat its meat. So that's like technically true. Technically true is the best kind of true. Okay, enough yapping. Let's eat. Hey, Fidget, you thinking what I'm thinking? It's gonna be a person on that spit, right? Or several parts of overlapping people, perhaps. I haven't seen many pigs wearing palm tree button-down prints, you know? When you look closely at the spit, you spot what appears to be scrapes of fabric sandwiched between some layers of meat. I think I might be sick. Is there anything else to eat? This took 12 hours. And we do literally everything on this island. Actually, there's one thing you're not doing today. You're not carving up this delectable meal. Ow, he's right for a change, because I am with my broad axe. It's the perfect tool for easily chopping anything in twain. First, who says twain? Sometimes I swear it's like we're all from completely different historical eras. Second, I'll handle this with my cleaver. Fast, powerful, and clean. At least it's clean when the meat is cooked. No blood. Wraith commentary voice 10 to 10. I'm still trying to play around with different voices to figure out what I want to do for them. Ugh. You two and your ridiculous bicep swinging contest. Enough. Grow up. Obviously, my gorgeous katana is the only option. Obs. The hell it is. Oh, I'll show you both my katana and send you to actual hell if you'd like. Please stop. Please. I hate it when we fight. Or talk. Or even when we look at each other in the eye. I can do it. I have the skull of Azeroth. Great. Instead of slicing up, you can club it to a second death. Hey, Fidget. This is what you want to eat. Perhaps volunteer to carve up Felix. I mean, dinner. Rip Felix! Otherwise, this will go on for hours. No hyperbole. They once argued over who had the most effective weapon for 72 hours straight. It doesn't matter which one does it. When they're done, they will take even longer cleaning their weapon, all while explaining the value in maintaining your tools. Despite being a bunch of cold-blooded killers, for some reason they're always terrified of tetanus. Hey, why don't you let me carve up dinner? Splendid idea. We'd hate for it to get cold. He hated when it got cold. Here's a machete, freshly sharpened. Minigames consist of 2 parts. Top point was wait. Are you gonna tell me this every time? Oh man, that went faster than I thought. Got that one though. That's pretty good. I'd like to see what you could do with a less clumsy weapon. Yeah, I said it. Machetes are dumb. Dinner is finally served. For real. The sounds, especially coming from the masked killers while they eat, which involves lifting their masks and showing food up behind them, are nasty. Spirit, meanwhile, doesn't even eat. She's the only one who seems to really be embracing being dead. They're all dead, right? This is obviously hell. I mean,
Come on. We're still trying to be mysterious here. You think mystery comes easy? Claudette and Dwight aren't the only ones who have been working their asses off to make this night perfect.
well, at least they're lifting their masks. This is only 99% as disgusting as it could be if they just tried to mash stuff through there. Spirit, why aren't you hungry? The two best things about being dead is not having to eat. That's only one thing. Think about it, Fidget. Number 2 is no number 2. One less thing to think about in the afterlife. Even if I wanted to eat, I have no idea what would actually follow. You might have noticed, but I'm mostly just a bunch of dismembered body parts floating in a spectral form. Do you see how deep this cut on my abdomen is? I don't think my digestive tract connects anymore. Between the food and the behavior of this group, this might be the worst meal in history. No pooping, no problems. But even worse is they're staring at you. You're not eating. They don't like that. I think they want an explanation why. What do you want to tell them? Look at that seagull. Wow, you ever see a seagull that big? I haven't. That's incredible. Anyway, what were we talking about? Lame misdirect. Yeah, she's right, Fidget. Pretty lame. Own who you are. Never compromise. Good advice, actually. Didn't you wash up this island with no memory of who you are and how you got here? Yeah, you did. Poor thing. You have no idea the last time you ate a real meal, and you've been standing in the sun. But the seagull. Uh-oh. He just made a lot of good points. I swear. You're beginning to feel lightheaded. It waved at me. Maybe you need to eat to survive here. Either that, or someone poisoned you. No, wait. You haven't eaten, so you can't be poisoned. Whatever the answer, you're clearly about to pass out.
Oh, hey. It's me again. Your friend, mentor, and guide. Narrator to the narrator. The ocean.
Not sure how I feel about that characterization, but I'll allow it.
I brought you here. And I might be the only one who can help you now. There's only one thing you must do to survive. You have to figure out why you're really here. No one can tell you. Not unless you follow the right path. Or, at least, a right path. There's too many of those to count. Hopefully you pick at least one of them. Because there are even more wrong paths. Many of them lead to your demise. Others lead to something even worse.
What time is it in the UK? I have no idea. I'm in Canada. Starting scene's over and having to fast forward back to where you were. Am I right?
For this place holds many secrets, even from itself. But the one that truly matters can only be learned if you answer the most important question. Why are you here? Why are you here? Answer that, and you'll learn the truth. The ultimate truth.
Bag. Mysterious. Gotta give it up to this ocean character. There's some quality early game storytelling. Yo, Panda, enjoy your date. We're on a date. We're on a date too.
Hold on. I'm back. One more piece of advice. You've made many choices by now. Some of them I've liked, some of them I did not. It's in your best interest to make more choices that I like. For the choices might be yours to make, but they're mine to reward.
You wake up to find Wraith holding your limp body, gingerly pouring cool water into your mouth. Now that you're finally alone, Wraith looks at you eagerly. I don't care if the seagull actually waved at you, but I understand the feeling of looking at you from so far away and wanting to reach out. But did it wave at you? Swear it. Wraith nods the nod of someone who just realized that Fidget is— oh no! We shouldn't have lied! He's disappointed in you. I'm disappointed in you. And you know deep down, you're disappointed in you also. More so than usual. Oh boy. Looks like he's about to monologue. Now you've done it. How do I say this? It's just, honesty is important to me. I've been burned too many times. Something about the word burn makes Wraith look away. Far away. Eyes brimming with tears, and yet, at the same time, dead. I understand. Wraith looks back at you with those sad eyes, wanting so badly to believe you. He looks down at the ground. I have something very important to tell you. It's about something very special to me. It's not something I tell everyone, but you know how important honesty is to me. I can't expect that from you if I'm not honest in return. Oh great, I bet he's got crabs. It's about my special bell. What? It belonged to my father. He gave it to me before he, before he and my mother, well, they had to go away. If I was ever in danger, I was supposed to ring this bell. It didn't really work, but it's all I have in my family with me. Wow, Wraith. Thank you for telling me. Here, hold it. Whoa, Wraith just gave you his bell? Sound the alarms. What are you gonna do with this thing? Hold the bell delicately. You caress the bell, running your fingers over its rusty— is that dried blood? Why aren't you touching this thing? Thank you for sharing this important part of yourself. You hand the bell back. Wraith is looking out wistfully at the ocean. The ocean is beautiful. It's not real. None of this is. Wraith looks at you more intensely than ever. I don't know if you're ready to hear the truth. Just as things are really heating up, you hear a flurry of footsteps behind you and quickly spin around, ready to fend off whatever new danger has popped up on this strange island. Only to find that it's Dwight and Claudette sprinting across the beach, clipboards in hand, which they're waving in the air above their heads. It's very important that we stick to the itinerary and attend each event as scheduled. Playing sick for cute flirt points was not a part of this evening's activities. That's strictly slotted in for after campfire story time. At this rate, we'll be late. Playing sick? No, no time for excuses. Well, there is, but that's scheduled for after what comes after the flirting. Go, 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 go! More cowbell in air. This game would never actually release. No, it's here. Once everyone has gathered at the fire pit, Dwight and Claudette quickly make an announcement. We're not going to blame anyone in particular, but someone, and we're not going to say who, so don't worry, you who hasn't been sticking to the schedule. That means that we're behind on time for the evening activities. And we only have time for one person to share their special spooky nighttime story. Just one story, but story time is my favorite activity. Oh, there's a narrative-heavy experience.
Heck yeah, 4 years. Random fact, the Pokemon Rhydon was the first to ever be created.
That is a random fun fact. Speaking of, there was a Pokemon thing today where we got to learn all about Scarlet and Violet coming out in November. And it looks really cool. Stelly's Law, thank you for 4 years, 48 months in a row. Now I want to play Pokemon. Welcome back. I appreciate you. You're wonderful. You're telling us that the only one person gets to share? How will we decide who? Oh, great. We have to decide as a group? That never goes well. Whoever did this, step up now. I swear I won't be angry. I'll merely chop your head clean off. No fuss, no muss. Voice trembling. You realize this is probably it for you, but you embrace your fate. Sorry, everyone. I think they're talking about me. To be honest, I still don't understand how this whole schedule thing works. I guess I lost track of time while I was passed out. Been there before. Even though it's taking some pressure off of me, which is an absolute dream come true, is it really fair to pick on the newbie? Seriously, has anything ever happened on schedule even once? Damn it, Donald, if you try to flex that automatic authority gimmick one more time, so help me, I'll snap your head off so quick and I'll drown you in your blood, Cynthia. Fuss and muss are back on. You two know I love to hack, slash, and slice. We all know you love to kill. It's almost all you talk about. Nobody named any names. Who even knows any names? Not us. I renounced my name. Who's Donald? Who's Dwight? Who even knows anymore? Call me nobody. But we still gotta get started on a story time, so. Fidget. Who do you think should go? Ah, damn it, that's a name. Please pick somebody quickly so the tropical vacation doesn't turn into a bloodbath. We gotta go Wraith, right? I choose you, Wraith. Whoa. This entire experience is being carefully crafted to avoid an IP infringement lawsuit. Let's be careful with the catchphrases, will ya? I understood that reference. What up, Angus? Monica's here. I'm not really one for scary stories. Life is scary enough as is. You literally carry around a skull and a spine as your little prop. As the other kids laugh, Wraith holds up his skull and gazes into its hollow, dark eye sockets. If you're looking for something Shakespearean in this story, look elsewhere. This is a tale of madness, of staring at the soul of death and never returning. Once upon a time, a young man worked at a junkyard. The man was quiet, kept to himself, just wanted to avoid trouble. While the boss dealt with clients, the young man operated the crusher, turning old cars into cubes of twisted metal. One day, right before crushing a car, he noticed something. Blood. Drip, drip, dripping from the trunk. He opened it and found a frightened stranger, bound and gagged. The young man reeled. Was he about to accidentally murder the stranger? How could this have happened? He freed the stranger, who ran off into the waiting arms of the boss, the owner of the junkyard. Before his shaken employee could tell him about the mistake that he had nearly made, the boss took out a knife and swiftly slit the stranger's throat. The young man fell to his knees, unable to comprehend what was happening. As he stared at the ground, too shocking to cry, the boss approached him. "Oh, what did you do?" he asked the boss. I did your job for you." "What do you mean?" "This is not my job. My job is to crush the cars." The boss let out a miserable scoff, his face contorting in evil disdain for the pathetic wretch in front of him. "Why do you think we're crushing these cars?" "To save space." "Who do you think my clients are?" "I don't know," mumbled the young man. "Yes, you do," screamed the boss. "Deep down, you've always known what was happening here. You just didn't want to admit it to yourself. Your hands aren't clean. My clients give me the money and I take care of their problems. Eliminate their witnesses. Tie up their loose ends. Or actually, you do. No, the young man whimpered as the boss towered above him. Yes, you're nothing more than an executioner, and you reaped hundreds of souls. The young man's body shook with soft spasms as he tried to stop crying. It was when the boss started laughing that it happened. Something in the young man changed. He stood up, now taller than the boss. A faint glimmer of fear overtook the snarl of the older man's face. The young man's face was empty. Empty as he grabbed the boss's throat and dragged him to the car in the crusher. Empty as he picked up the boss and stuffed him inside. Empty as he slammed the trunk down on him, its stupid fat head sticking out, begging for mercy. Empty as he started the machine, staring at the boss in its sniveling, crying, wet face. Empty as he grabbed the boss's head, dug his fingers in further, piercing the skin. Empty as he squeezed and pulled. Empty as he heard bones popping and snapping. But when the boss's hand, still attached to his spine, pulled cleanly out of its disgusting sack of a body, he smiled. Wraith stares back into the eye sockets of his skull. Doesn't matter how good you are, how innocent, how kind, how full of love you once were. When you look into the eyes of evil, you will surely go mad. Big Chilies, thanks for the follow. Welcome. An awkward silence falls upon the room. Until... that poor young man. I wonder what happened to him. Oh yeah. We may never know. Well, wherever he is, I hope he's okay. I can't tell, but I think Wraith just smiled. Sorry, it's just weird to see him do it. On that note, everyone decides it's time to break and split up for a little bit so they can all have a moment alone before bed. Everyone leaves, and you're alone by the fire. The only thing you hear is the ocean slowly lapping against the shore. This is nice. A true moment of peace and tranquility that lasts for all of 7 seconds because Trickster shows up and he's blaring his latest song. Hey, baby. You look lonely. Mind if I join you? He doesn't wait for an answer. I know you've been hearing from these guppies all day, but I want you to hear something from a big fish like me. Something special. Something special those in charge of this island don't want you to hear. I am the ultimate catch on the island, the only lobster in an ocean of sardiness. No one can give you what I can. You just have to find me. Come find me, baby. Trickster leaves. You're a bit confused about what to make of his cryptic clues, but you weren't going to get any time to yourself to think about them just yet. Wraith approaches you. Hey, I'm probably not making a great impression because I guess that's not really my thing. I just know that if you got to know me, then, I mean, look, the others aren't around. And I really hate the fire pit. I just kind of hate fire in general. Maybe we could go back to the pool? And like, I don't know, whatever, you know?
A dip in the pool with Wraith. You've come a long way in a single day. I'm not saying you shouldn't follow him. An offer like that. Just don't forget our little talk.
You and your storyteller friends slip into the water. Just the right temperature for an evening dip. Plus, if some jealous shark comes along and manages to jump in the ocean in the pool, you're also pretty sure your killer companion could handle it. Hey, do you remember my story? You mean the one you just told like a minute ago? Yeah. Yes. Did you, I mean, like, what do you think of the young man in the story? Do you think he's weird? I would forgive him. I would forgive him. What happened to him would make anyone snap. And who knows what happened in the past to lead him to that point. He was just trying to be good. Yes, that's all he wanted, was to be good. Well, that makes sense. Did the young man remind you of anyone? Yes. It's you. It's clearly you. What? No, it's You're carrying around the guy's skull and spine with you right now. Wraith looks at Azeroth's skull, and out in the middle of the distance, a long silence ensues. He noticed the temperature has dropped significantly. Is it cold in this water now, or is it just me? I feel like my toes are turning into ice cubes. Wraith seizes up and squeezes his eyes shut. Please, I can't be around any cube talk. Not since I heard that story from somebody else a long time ago. The story you just told us 2 minutes ago? Exactly. The one that wasn't about me. Usually we'd be nervous that we were about to make things awkward when we barged in, but obviously we couldn't handle whatever's happened here tonight. I thought he wanted us to be honest. He told us like 10 minutes ago to be honest with him, so I was like, yeah, I know it's you. I was being honest. Hypocrite. You go to sleep, that's when we party. After spending all day coked up in these tight little safari-themed resort uniforms, you just know those two rage late into the night. But you're not here to party with them. You've got your own repressed relationships to tend to. You head over to the campfire. The heat is comforting on this chilly night. Looking into the crackling embers, you think about Wraith's story with the young man who found out he was part of a sinister plot. What don't you know about your current situation? Is it something that will terrify you? Something that will make you snap? What if you look into the eyes of evil? And what if you like it? Before you can dwell too much on your fate, Claudette and Dwight arrive, a now familiar creepy smile stretching from ear to ear. It's a bit menacing to see a smile like that lit by firelight. We must apologize for the accommodations. We weren't prepared for the guests, but we're going to make you comfortable or die trying. They hand over a pillow and blanket and welcome you to snuggle up by the fire. Perhaps some music will put you at ease. Just try to keep the volume at a minimum. Other guests are the type you'll want to rob of their beauty sleep. You don't need to explain this to me every time. Ready. As you relax and look into the fire, the radio begins to fuzz and flicker. You examine it and decide that you might adjust dial and fix it. It's Clown Song.
Now join me on a stroll down memory lane. Behavior's been making games for about 30 years now, mostly for other people. Licenses and other publishers and developers. But all of us on the team, we have our own stories we want to tell. And one of those stories that we've been wanting to tell for a long time is the story of this fantasy, being a villain in a horror movie. Way back when, a decade or so ago, people were telling us horror doesn't sell. I mean, unless you're like the big ones, like Silent Hill or Resident Evil, but really, don't even try.
I literally started to check to see if my computer, there was some video that started playing.
We didn't give up. We released one as a comedic twist on this called Naughty Bear. If you don't know Naughty Bear, go check it out.
I do know Naughty Bear.
Magical.
Never played it, but I know it.
A little later on, though, we had one of our designers come up with a little prototype, a very simple hide-and-seek thing with someone trying to hide and do a thing, and someone else trying to catch them and finish the game. And it was so good. It was pure thumb candy. And we figured that by slapping on that skin of the 70s, 80s horror slasher flick, we were onto something remarkable. So we put the old band back together. We went and get Ash and Dave and Phil, and we put a team of about 30 talented, special people on it. And in June of 2016, Dead by Daylight came to be. One
Timber.
of the first key moments for us happened.
Johnny Bear was like on the
before
360,
launch.
right?
So the first Halloween before launch, we showed it internally to the rest of the behavior.
No matter how many times you listen to, you still can't sleep. You decide to ask one of the killers to spend a little more time with you until you're sleepier. Who would you like to summon to your side to lay by the fire? Well, chat. It's always going to be Wraith. This is what you wanted. This is what you decided on. Ray, are you around? I was wondering if I could get a little company. I can't really sleep. Oh, that happens to me a lot. Okay. Don't laugh. Promise? I promise. I guess my secret to falling asleep is listening to the sounds of bells or chimes. Think of it as white noise to drown anything you might be hearing that's keeping you up. Like what, Wraith? Like those distant screams we can all hear coming from beyond the mountain? If that's, a bit morbid, I guess you could hold on to this chest piece of mine. It's a knight. They're brave like I wish I were. And the horsey is cute. You finally start to feel sleepy, except maybe this isn't really a sleepy feeling. Maybe you're paralyzed. You try to keep your eyes open, but you can't. Darkness overtakes you. The dark voice from earlier speaks to you again. It shouldn't still be as spooky. By now, you've had a whole day of strange voices in your head. This one is still undeniably odd.
Look, I'm not saying that my feelings are hurt because you chose to swim in some pathetic little teacup when you could have swum in the vastness of an entire, me, I guess. I'm just saying that you've made a foolish decision, and I won't forget it. My feelings aren't hurt. I just lost some respect for you. That's all.
You awake suddenly to see someone looming over you. Trapper is sitting beside you, sketching a portrait. Oh, you're awake. I saw you with the Wraith right before bedtime. You should know, they're not what they seem. Not like me, who is obviously completely honest and trustworthy. I was out checking to make sure you weren't sleeping near one of my... Actually, never mind. Just be careful where you sit. But since I'm here, I'd like to share 2 things with you. 1, I do not take rejection well. 2, the first thing is very important to remember. Are you drawing me? You aren't drawing stink lines radiating out of me, are you? Look, I'm not an easy guy to get along with, but I'm an easy guy to spend time with. That would make sense if you choose to spend time with me tomorrow. The rest of this scum live like rats. They wouldn't know a good time if it bit them on the ass. I mean that literally. Point is, if you select me, you're in a day of luxury, extravagance, and fun. Yes, I said fun. And if I don't pick you, remember what I said earlier, or it might be the last thing you ever forget. But hey, you look tired. Get some rest. Sleep. Maybe even sleep well, if you can. Just try not to roll over to the about 15 feet to your left. Finally alone, for real this time, maybe. You drift off to sleep again. Hopefully you're not poisoned. Wait a second. Where are me? This isn't... Oh, jeez. This is one of those reality show confession rooms where all the contestants talk directly to camera. I think today went really well. There were some of the first interactions with someone who isn't a parent that didn't end in bloodshed or untimely perishing in my Russian cottage. So I'm counting today as a win no matter what happens. What do I think of the newcomer? Do I have to say attractive, mysterious? I don't really know that many other words since I was raised by my mom in the woods until she was skewered by an elk and I had to watch her entrails off my Seraphim. That being said, the other 3 should make sure to get on their guard. I don't know who this newcomer will want to spend time with tomorrow, but I, for one, will not let my guard down easily. Who knows about the others? Wraith, I think, knows more than he's letting on about this place, but he's a hard nut to crack. Meanwhile, Spirit is just screaming all the time, major buzzkill, and Trapper, ooh, where do I even begin with Trapper? He's buff, sure, but daddy issues much? Sheesh. Look, I don't need anyone. I've been perfectly fine on my own since my mother died. I eat a fine diet of raw deer, bear, and human. Not as fit as a fiddle. That being said, something about this newcomer makes me think I might be missing out on some huge part of this thing called life. Look, I'm always full of rage. The key to knowing how to control your rage is so you can use it. I'm a master of self-control, and right now I'm using all the self-control I can muster because today was a disaster. Let's just say I didn't love it. That was funny. Laugh! I said laugh, damn it. Anyway, I'm playing to kill this idiot. Don't tell him that, though. I want to lead them on a little more. It'll make it that much better for me when they're screaming. Yeah, today was fun. I don't want to get ahead of myself or really invest in something that might hurt myself. I don't know. Maybe we'll just see how it goes. Or maybe they'll realize I'm not the one for them. They seem pretty smart. So that's probably what'll happen. I gotta learn to go easy on myself. Who could love me if I can't love myself? I know that everyone thinks of me as like beautiful, cold-blooded monster. I can't help it. Circulation just isn't my thing. I don't choose to be cold. This cute hat and Robocade, those are a choice, sure. If someone were to come around and capture my heart, at least that beats being stabbed in it. Besides, if I'm gonna get bloody revenge on like a society that has used me and throw me away, maybe it wouldn't hurt to have a little help. What up, elephants? You open your eyes. The sun is shining. There's not a cloud in the sky. And you feel great. Totally well rested. You're not even suspicious of the fact that you fell asleep by the campfire but woke up several yards down the beach. Wait, are you on a vacation? Was yesterday nothing more than a strange dream? No, not a dream. You really are here for another day. Why? I have no idea. You're obviously a weirdo. Speaking of weirdos, I can see the rest of the gang is hanging out on the beach. This is definitely not a dream. I wouldn't rule out a nightmare just yet, though. At least they make for a sexy bunch, no? Talk about sexy. Here comes Trickster carrying coffee. Morning, beautiful. I thought you might like a nice cup of joe to start this incredible day off right. That seems poisoned. Trickster seems suspiciously cheerful. I'm sure there's nothing nefarious behind his joyful demeanor, though. Everyone knows musicians are morning people. I also want to wish you luck. Today's an important one. My only regret is that I won't be a bigger part of it. Budgeting issues. Also, I'm just swamped with engagements, especially on the other island. Trickster winks at you. If you want to ask him how to reach the other island, now is the time. Never mind, he left. Well, at least he brought me a cup of... No, wait, don't drink that! What the hell was that? They don't call him Tricksters because he's good on a skateboard. He definitely didn't get that name because he brings people drinks so they can have a good morning. He was almost certainly not coffee. And I don't want anyone casually poisoning, imprisoning, and torturing you. Yeah. There's supposed to be a tropical paradise, type of place to give it a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, 2 thumbs up review to not an eternal prison of pain. And please make sure to leave a review. They really help with the algorithms. Just trust me. I'm looking out for you. So can we please move on?
Hey, wait a second. How did a possibly ominous and possibly unreliable narrator physically just knock that coffee out of your hand?
This is not a parliament, and the floor does not recognize the ocean to speak out of turn at this moment.
I need no recognition, for I am the ocean. I dominate the land. I submerge those who defy me and become their watery grave. Actually, speaking of graves, I would like to say something of grave importance.
Fine. Go ahead.
Even if this place is an eternal prison of pain, and I'm not saying it is, even a place of extreme horror can still receive a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10 thumbs up review if it was crafted with love and or that type of thing that you're into.
You know, the ocean's right. A lot of hard work goes into a place like this. You should really judge it on the artist's intent, and whenever possible, start from the mindset of giving them the benefit of the doubt. Constructing these elaborate vacations is not easy to do. Sometimes there are some small bugs or inconsistencies, but that's just the nature of the process. Perfection is overrated. The universe is filled with mysteries. We ought to celebrate those who venture to bare their souls as part of a creative process with the ultimate intent to make things for our enjoyment, not to be overly critical of them. Are you two trying to sell me a place actually being good? Don't just say it like that, especially after I saved from that poorly made cup of coffee. Sorry, we should have been here 5 minutes ago. They always do this on the second morning. Sad, really, even if they do make some great points. Oh, sure, they make great points, I agree. Can we please move on? Yes, of course, apologies, Fidget. Last few minutes aside, have you been enjoying your time here on the island? Yes, been having a lovely time. If I were to summarize my time here, I'd call it a lovely time. Aw, lovely. We love to hear that, because isn't that what place all about? Finding love? No. Shut up, Dwight. You'll get us killed again and again and again. We do need to ask one more question, though. We all had to sign away our rights to say anything negative about this place. Could you please sign this non-disparagement agreement? No. No, I'm not signing anything negative about this island. You have my word that I, Fidget, agree with the terms of this verbal contract. Oh, wait. I thought, okay, whatever. I thought I was disagreeing.
Excellent.
Yes. Hey, Fidget, it's still totally cool if you have constructive feedback. The place to leave that is in a positive review, because we all know that nobody reads negative reviews of games or resorts like this. Anyway, I see Dwight and Clouded have gone into a trance, and with that grumbling I hear from your belly, that can only mean one thing.
Breakfast.
Perfect timing. Everyone rolls into the dining area to lard up those sexy little bellies with pancakes and bacon, and so much for maintaining those beach bods. We're all half naked in a tropical paradise. Can we get some strawberries here? A yogurt? Magic powers will only get you so far. Even killers watch their sodium intake. You take your plate and sit down thinking about yesterday and the whirlwind of feelings you experienced. Danger, dread, disorientation. It was like going through puberty again, except all in one day on a beautiful and mysterious island. Looks like you're not the only one doing some introspection, though. Trapper stands up to talk about how his day went in case anyone was wondering. Personally, I wasn't. I can't imagine you could make any angrier today. I can't imagine you could make me any angrier today than you did yesterday. But I really hope you do. I really, really hope you do. Unrelated. Anyone see where I left my cleaver? Just kidding. I always know where my cleaver is. That was bizarre. Back to your nope. Now Hunter steps up to talk about her feelings. At this point, anything could happen. I'm open to all possibilities that the strange island has in store. How open-minded. Ah, well, that surely must be it. No one weirdly stand up during breakfast to... And just like that, here comes Spirit. Did everyone sleep well? I did, or should I say did not? I haven't slept in 20 years on account of the whole burning quest for familial revenge thing, and last night was no different. So in that case, it was exactly how it should be, and got a lot of reading done, though. Now, if you don't mind, I'm gonna go back to quietly resenting being trapped here with y'all while looking cute doing so. Guessing Wraith has had enough time to work up the courage to speak in front of a group. Ah, perfect. There he is. Take us home, Wraith. There may be something off about this island, but it's doing wonders to you. I meant like you look well rested. Like you got some good sleep and good lord, never mind. And now they're all looking at you expectantly. Wait, are you supposed to stand up and explain how yesterday made you feel? I think I need to process everything by myself. I'll see you all soon. Damn, what a power play. Keep wanting more. You're getting good at this game, or a sexy, true to life experience. Shame we didn't get to eat any breakfast, but so be it. Take it to go. At breakfast, you head to the hot tub by yourself to clear your mind. Yesterday was, in short, a lot. Getting into a hot tub on a hot beach doesn't sound like overly relaxing. That sounds like too much. Before you get there, though, something catches your attention. You hear that? Who are you addressing? Me? Well, yeah, I guess that's okay, right? You know, I might be pursuing a relationship with one of these 4 fine killers, but I feel like the person I'm going to know the most is you, narrator. Wraith is all shy and nerdy. It's only okay in so much as it serves to illustrate that you're lost your mind, seeing as I'm not real and all. Yeah, I heard this time. I think it's coming from behind the pool shed. No, stick it in there. A little more. Oh, yeah, that's it. Oh, my God, what's happening? How does that feel? Intense? Nice. Yeah, that feels right. This is uncomfortable. Now I want you to take that and put it right. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Just like that. Exactly like that. I swear I had no idea these two even do whatever it is they're doing. I'm afraid to look. Please say something so you're close by and can hear everything. Oh wow, look at this super cool bottle of Trickster brand suntan lotion someone left on a chair. Anyone know where I can buy some? Damn it. Oh, come on, a little privacy, please. Dwight is panting and Claudia has a crazed look in her eyes. Sorry, I didn't know how else to let you know I was here and that I could hear you. Well, you know. You know what? What do you think we were doing? You were doing, I don't know exactly what you were doing, but it sounded fun. You think two people trying to find new ways to kill each other in a desperate search to make their own death permanent is fun? Oh. We get 5 minutes to ourselves every day, and we spend it hoping if we stab each other in just the right spot, we won't get resurrected. I've come to believe the key to finding the exact place we need to bleed out from, and I believe that place is in our appendix. Why else would it be there? Makes sense to me. Do you think we were actually me and him, Dwight? You don't have to laugh that hard. They get it. My life is a nightmare, and yet somehow it's never been worse than right now. Let's go, lover boy. I know all of our injury wounds and our 5 minutes up anyway. Good luck, Fidget. You're gonna need it. And hey, figure out how to escape this island. Please make sure your ghosts tell us how. That was both a tragedy and a comedy. A cragmedy. Shut up. I like it. Anyway, where were we? Oh yeah. Bring to the hot tub by yourself to clear your head. Yesterday was, in short, a lot. So far today has been exhausting too. We are dedicated to achieving a true, centered self of calm. No drama, no bullshit, just soaking up sun in a heated pool. Today you're on a date with you.
Oh, I like that. I want to be on a date with me. Who would make the first move?
And aside from that disturbing thought, all is going to plan until a shadow blocks your precious sun. Spiky tip, like a palm tree, is bending over to screw with you. But it's no tree at all, it's... Hey babe, breakfast was weird, huh? Everyone just getting up and announcing how they're feeling. What's that about? Some force kind of checking with the group? I don't like it. Fishy. Kind of lazy. Whatever though. Breakfast is dumb. No one should eat before noon or after 4 p.m. Yeah, I do intermittent fasting. You see my abs, by the way? Maybe you can see them later at my private stage near the island. You know, IP Island, where all the Hollywood celebs hang out. If you play your cards right, I could give you a private show. Catch you around. His abs are pretty amazing. You gotta give him that. But the blow-up bat, threatening but adorable. Makes for an interesting silhouette. Genius idea. Genius design. He's a psychopath, just like the rest of them. You don't gotta give him anything. And we're not best friends. Just because we had a little talk about doing a little talking, it's not an open invitation to go smashing the fourth wall every 5 seconds. Okay, now that the guy's gone, we got some ground rules established that we're definitely going to abide by. It's time to lay back, take some deep, slow breaths, and nope, another shadow. These people will not leave you alone. Let's see who it is this time. Oh, it's Wraith. That checks out. You two have gotten pretty cozy. Hi, sorry if this is too forward, but do you want to get out of here? I know a place that's, it's kind of, I mean, it's got, well, it's hard to explain. Actually, it's kind of weird. You know what? If you want to go somewhere else, someone else, I totally understand. But if you want to see something weird and interesting, let me know, I guess. You've been around right long enough to realize that this rambling speech is actually him being incredibly brave and asking you out. But before you can decide if you want to go off with Wraith, the spirit interjects. You like this game? It's pretty silly so far for the the hour we've been playing it, Maze. This game is something. It's pretty humorous. Listen to that word vomit. Listen to that word vomit. It's like he truly doesn't even want you to say yes to him. Is anything he says real? Really? You should go off with me instead, because I'm not some kind of fake ghost pretending I don't like things. I'm a real ghost and I hate everything. Not you. I'm not saying I like you, but well, I could later. Hypothetically, I know you're a challenge, so come get it. Tough choice. You weigh your options quickly because you can only go on a date today and you also don't want to be hacked to pieces for saying the wrong thing. It's always good to remember that these are all cold-blooded killers, but you know what they say, when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade, and then die a horrible, retching, writhing death after drinking it because the lemons were poisoned all along. Sorry. This island has really got me tilted. So who will it be? I gotta go with Wraith. Wraith? Yes. I picked you. Sorry, I stopped paying attention, and then I thought I was hallucinating, and now, really? Yes, really. Cool. Aw. How do I date Fidget in this? I'm a very expensive date, D. Very expensive. I want to go to the private celebrity island. Here's my island hangout. This is what I call the cosmic dump. Send your orc cells? Get it. I want all the orc cells. Instead of buying me clothes, though, you can buy my clothes off. I know. It's one of those first draft gonna change it later names. It just kind of sticks. Dump is being kind. It's a massive collection of seemingly ancient runes that simultaneously appear to have been recently abandoned and a little beat up. There are stone obelisks, strange carvings, ritual tables. Is that a car? It's pretty weird. Like a collection of things from different, I don't know, places. You look around in awe, then look at Wraith, expecting more of an explanation. There's a very long, very awkward pause. Try and look cute. You dig your toes in the dirt, trying to be cute. Wraith is too busy averting his eyes and dying inside to notice. And after what seemed like an eternity, Wraith finally managed an entire sentence. So, what brings you to the island? I have no idea. An honest answer. Wraith lights up. The most excited you've seen him. Because we were honest! Me neither. That's all he's got for you. This guy's a hard nut to crack. Wraith looks at you with his always sad puppy dog eyes, searching for something to say. Anything to talk about? He clears his throat. You remember my bell? I showed it to you yesterday. Of course. Wraith pulls it out. The bell, you perv. Tease! Well, I just think it's really nice you picked me to hang out with on, Wraith gives it to you. The bell. He gives you the bell. Get your mind out of the gutter, jeez. I want you to have it. Please take care of it. You know how much it means to me. I promise I'll take such good care of it. This is the sweetest gift. Wraith smiles, but even when smiling, he seems sad. You smile back, knowing what the gift he's just given you. I mean, it's kind of shitty because you can't really do anything with it, but it means a lot. Not to you, though, to someone else. Still, cool gift. You both search for something to say, anything to talk about. During the awkward silence, you look around the dump, spotting some kind of ritual table stained with blood and littered with various bottles. Nearby it looked like some dangerous potions. What was this ancient cult up to? Looking to shake up this date? Is this a date? Yikes. Anything to shake it up. You approach the potions and pick up the fanciest one. So what will we do next? Pour out these potions. Take the potions and pour them out. No one else will suffer. The ground smokes with liquid stands. No more harm will be done here, for now anyways. Wraith looks at you and nods. Maybe he's found a kindred spirit. Wraith nervously smiles. He's endearingly awkward. So, I guess, tell me about your family. I remember my parents. They were always fighting. Wraith sighs on the long Wraith sighs. At least your parents were around. I'd give anything to have spent more time with mine, even if they were fighting. Ouch! Can't win with this guy. The sexual tension in the air is palpable. Or maybe it's just regular tension. Hard to tell with this guy. You look around for anything to distract you. Sure is a beautiful night. Hoping it might turn to something a little more hands-on. You lay back and look at the stars. Sure is a beautiful night. Wraith joins her soliloquizing. soliloquying about the constellations. I can see well in the dark, so I'm pretty good at picking stars out. How about you? You think you can take me on in constellation trivia? Feeling invigorated by his slightly flirtatious challenge, you smirk playfully at Wraith. I've learned a lot laying on my back. Looking up at the sky, that is. Oh, let's see how many of these questions you get right. Deal. Question the first. This constellation roughly translates to sea whale and is located in a region of the sky alongside other water-related constellations. Aquarius, I guess? I'm gonna assume. Aquarius? Wraith chuckles. Nope. Oh. Okay, question the second. What do we call the constellation located in the... I don't know what any of these are. Zodiac? The Zodiac? Wraith shrugs. Okay, you got it. That was a pretty easy one. Yeah, that was super easy. Last question. Question the third. Constellation was first described by Nicolas Louis de Lucille and roughly translates to pendulum clock. Fornax. No, Fornax was described by Lucille what means furnace. Oh. Sorry, Box Top, I was too quick. Mine too. That's why I picked it. Even though Wraith clearly sees through you, you still make him smile. Wow, you didn't do so hot at Constellation Trivia. Someone's clearly never considered their place in the universe. That was fun. Thank you. You feel like you're finally warming up Wraith, so you unleash the big guns. You want to play Truth or Dare? Wraith looks mortified, but tries to keep it together. Maybe this is progress? I guess so, but only if I can ask first. Deal. Truth or dare? Dare? I'll take a dare, why not? I dare you to tell me if you were a plant, what kind of plant you would be. That's not a dare. But we gotta be nice to him because he's nervous. Great question. Sure. A rhododendron. Cup of beautiful blossoms bring me joy. They make me explode with energy and feel alive inside. A very flowery description. That was funny. I don't think Wraith cared for it though. Too bad you can't woo me. You can. Okay, dare. Take off your shirt. Oh my. I dare you to take off your shirt. Stop me if you heard this one before about Wraith size. Well, if I didn't want to take it off in the pool, why would I now? Because I'm adorable. Oh my god, he didn't like that. And then another side, this time he follows up with a smile. Oh, all right. Oh my, chat. Settle down. Settle down. Go like stay in the cold shower or something. Oh my. Oh my, oh my. Feels like a big moment. Like you won the game or something. But no, you got a lot more game left. Sorry. You applaud him as he blushes. He quickly puts his shirt back on, smiles reinvigorated. Wraith clears his throat. And that way a lazy writer can make him do it if they wanted to signify something important and different was coming up. Let's see if we're right. Do you have my bell? I want to show you something. We were right. Take a drink? It's not a drink game. Damn. Missed opportunity. Of course I have it. You reach for it, but it's gone. Wraith furrows his brow. I swear I had it. I don't know what could have happened. We'll need to find it for... But Claudette and Dwight burst in and interrupt. Seems like they have some very dramatic announcement. They have a very dramatic announcement. See? Told you so. But it needs to take place at the beach. But who took the bell? You arrive at the beach, but something feels off. You can't quite put your finger on it, but you feel uneasy and cold. And here's why. Spirit appears as if from nowhere. Hey, Fidget. Bet you didn't expect this hot piece of sass. What, goth girlfriends can't make silly sexy puns from time to time? Dwight and Claudette scram. Yeah, I use those two symbols to dupe you. You're easy to dupe. Maybe because deep down you wanted to be duped. There's no way Wraith can be keeping you happy. Spear's usual disaffected nature has given way to some combination of disgusted and desperation. And it's kind of working. Wraith's a fake. He's not even a real ghost. He only pretends he doesn't want people to care about him, but really, that's all he wants. And he wants it more than anything. Ugh, can you imagine wanting something? So cringe. I bet he won't even tell you his theory about this island. What a fake. You deserve to be with someone real. A real ghost. Someone who really doesn't give a shit. Someone who doesn't even care if you say yes or no to me. You see through her desperate last-minute attempt to win your affection. It's almost sad. You turn around and walk back to Wraith so much as saying a word. Boom! You came back. No one ever comes back. Wraith is shook. Are those tears welling up in his eyes? You can't tell because he looks away. There's a sniffle, and he looks back at you, beaming. I want to show you something. You follow Wraith to a corner of the ruins that you haven't seen. He brushes aside some dead leaves and branches, revealing a hatch on the ground. Want to do the honors? You open the hatch with some effort and lower yourself into a long tunnel, grabbing onto a rusty ladder and beginning your descent. Be careful. You descend into a spooky, dimly lit room. It looks like an ancient ritual chamber with torches, tapestries, engraved skulls, and animal remains. On one end, it's a set of intricately carved locks and cuff mechanisms on the wall. A torture area? On the other side is a table with potions, books, and maps. You unfurl one of the larger rolled up pieces of canvas, revealing a detailed map of the island. It's all here. Trapper's Cave, Spirit's Lighthouse, Hunter's Cabin. All the common... He did give me Hatch. All the common areas. Even IP Island lit up in the corner with a little hearts drawn around it. I figured out the layout of the entire island. I need to know what it is I'm trying to escape from. Look at the cuffs first. Oh my. Pick up one of the larger leather-bound books and Wraith walks over, opening to a specific page. You see incantations, symbols, a drawing of someone chained to the wall. A different language you can't read, except for the words, Cult of the Black Veil. Conveniently, those words are in exactly the language you can read. From everything I've found, I think there are ruins of an ancient cult. They seem to be devoted to some type of sentient evil. I think they used this island, or maybe the person they worship did, and I think they used the ritual site to travel to and from the island. I think they sacrificed people in the torture wall in order to open some portal up here. You walk over to the wall and examine the chains and locks. Looks like some sort of torture wall. Wow, what happened to the people here? Did they keep prisoners? Looks like they were tortured, but from what I've been able to dig up, it was something more ritualistic, serving a larger purpose. I have reason to believe those prisoners weren't alive for long. Do you think the cult of the Black Veil is still around? Are we in danger? I don't know. Maybe. But I have a plan. All we need, and right as you're finally about to get some of that sweet, sweet information you've been lusting after, Claudette and Dwight pop in again. This time they swear it's a good reason. I promise not being manipulated this time. Honest. It's time for dinner, you silly gooses. Come get some food. Dwight, for the last time, the plural of goose is geese. Sorry. I keep forgetting. What a fun day you've been having. I can see it written all over your face. You're shining. And that's not just the remaining anxious sweat from spending an afternoon courting a psycho killer. No. You are really feeling this whole romantic experience. Don't worry. I'll keep your dirty little secrets. But enough gentle ribbing. Time to get back to business. All the appetizing singles have arrived for dinner, including Trickster. Wraith is here too. We're not going to do the gag where we cram them all on the screen at the same time again. Just believe me. They're all here and they're just as sexy and demented as you remember them. With your love on the line, everyone is being very careful not to offend you by saying the wrong thing. Congrats, by the way, on getting this far. I'm surprised as you are that these four are falling for you. I'm surprised as you are that these four are falling from you. No, not because of your personality, but because you just met them yesterday. However, since Trapper seems like the biggest long shot to end up holding onto your heart, he throws caution to the wind and speaks up. It's a pretty small consolation prize for being the least loved killer on Murderer's Island, but hey, Letting them have this one moment in the spotlight is the least we can do, and heaven knows they won't do any better than that. If I'm dying solo, I'm eating what I want, and you're all eating it too. Lamb shank, rare, salt, pepper, no sauces allowed, and serve it with one single piece of broccoli so Wraith won't complain. I like broccoli. Gives me horrible gas. Oh, I don't like that. Buddy, wait till you smell what rare lamb does to my bowels. It's awesome. Dinner will be served shortly, but certain power brokers would like to know about your day. Would you like to share your day with the rest of the group? You had an interesting day, that's for sure. How would you describe it to the others? Say too much or too little and it could affect your standing with the group. Okay, but don't just sit there and say nothing. Nothing is not an option. It was fun. We had a great time. We played Constellation Trivia. The whole thing left me starry-eyed. Everyone rolls their eyes. Talk about sexy. No, really, if you're going to tell us a story, talk about something sexy instead of whatever that was. Wraith smiles. You're strangely good at getting him to do that. Dwight and Claudette bring out dinner. Everyone eats in silence. No one trusts anyone now, and they're all very tired. Oh, wait, no, sorry. That's a dreary supernatural horror thriller set in Antarctica, not a charming parody drift dating sim set in an undisclosed tropical paradise. Bon appetit. Don't you mean bon? No, almost everything we serve has a lot of bones in it, even the vegetables. Possible to avoid on this island. Everyone eats without speaking. Tensions are rising, both of the sexual and deadly variety. When everyone finishes, Dwight and Claudette come back to clean up the table. They linger around you as they pick up your plate, take your napkin, and dust off crumbs off the table. What would you like to say to the servants? Your top-notch service is much appreciated. In fact, here, for us, just for doing our jobs, thank you kindly. Everyone, if you would please be so kind to follow us to the fire pit, we'd greatly appreciate it. We've been told something big is going to happen, something that will change everything. You can go willingly or you can go unwillingly. You have no choice. Tough cookies. Did you have a choice on how you said that, dweeb? Yes, and I immediately regret how I did. Good. Something needs to change around here. Fire is a rebirth. Fire illuminates the soul. I hope the fire isn't too smoky. Smoky hurts my eyes. I have pretty sensitive eyes. I'm also horribly afraid of it. The fire, I mean, not the eyes, because of childhood trauma involving fire. And finally, everyone starts moving toward the fire pit if only to get away from Wraith's complaining. You take a seat on a comfortable log, feeling the fire's heat against your skin, and wait for other heroes to take their places, wondering who will want to tell a story this time. Will narrator tell a story? I bet they've got a stunningly creative mind. Hey, you think, are they allowed to simply place thoughts in my mind like this? Doesn't seem fair. Everyone makes their way in, but something unexpected happens. Nothing. Nothing happens. Something almost always seems to be happening here, so nothing is probably not a great sign. Oh, cool. Yeah, everyone's looking at you. So, you know, do something. What up, Sears? Should I pick someone to tell a story? Or could we play charades? Boggle? Well, we were actually thinking, why don't you tell us a story? Wraith points his spine and skull staff thingamajig at you. You duck out of its way. Who knows what that thing could do? Probably shoot lasers. Try not to bore us. We're just very interested in you. Don't speak for me, Huntress. Now you can't tell if you're warm from the fire or if your nerves are heating up. I know that the fire is right here, but maybe if we stop talking about it all the time, we can start to pretend it's not here and it doesn't, you know, threaten to burn us alive. He's not supposed to hear me. Get up here, Wraith. Fidget was about to make an important decision about telling a story or not. Sure, I'm game to tell a story. I hope it's a mystery. Okay, what type of story do you want to tell? Do we want romance? Do we want adventure? Romance might make Wraith jealous. I don't know if it would make him jealous or intrigue him. I think we should go with adventure. All right, you like your Dwayne The Rock Johnson movies? How about some adventure? Now we're talking. Aww. It's not my favorite, but I respect your choice and will nod politely. You don't have to say that, Wraith. Just nod politely. Okay, ready? Here goes. I really like to go fishing. Solid hobby. Great foundation for a story for sure. You pause. Everyone is waiting for bated breath. No pun intended. No, you were kidding. No, I was just kidding. Maybe personal? Romance? I love a good romance. The soft, gentle kind that you can bring up your kids. You can bring your kids to without worrying that you're going to really screw them up. Boo. In case you were confused, that was not like a ghost boo. That's a you suck boo. There once was a newly elected prime minister in England. He was single, which was quite strange for a leader of his stature. Over the first few months of his tenure, he started to fall for one of his assistants, a girl from the wrong side of the tracks. She was so different from other girls, brash and adorable with a hint of vulnerability. After the President of the United States made a move on her during one of his visits, he had her sent away. I'm sorry, did you steal this from a popular Christmas movie? You watch Christmas movies? Obviously, the only thing on TV in December. I have all of the streaming subscriptions, but I still really love flipping channels. I want to know what happens to the Prime Minister. Do they end up together and start a family? If this doesn't end in revenge, I'm leaving. When do people get tortured in a warehouse? It's not that kind of movie. Oh, that didn't go well. Never plagiarized a masterpiece. Okay, that was not a good story. I don't mean to insult you, but it was actually quite bad. Sorry, but this narrator keeps it real. We just can't end there. So, who else would like to hear a story from tonight? You look from killer to killer, trying to decide who might be the most entertaining. Great. Well, if you want, let's see, what story could I tell? I could tell you about Mami Wada, a beautiful African sea goddess who would lure men in with sex and then reveal her true form as a half woman, half fish, making them swear to be true to her and no one else. Long story short, it usually ended bad for the men, which is the end of the story, I guess. My bad. Let's see. There's the one about the mysterious cult who would demand a human sacrifice to no, that's no good. You don't want to hear that one. There's the living tree. Its branches were more like tentacles, and it oozed a strange liquid from its bark. One time, a girl I knew drank the liquid. She disappeared that night. But a week later, a new tree appeared, and it looked and a very familiar looking face etched into the bark. No, that's a bad story. That could never happen. What about something truly horrifying? One time I was doing my maths and I mixed up the quadratic equation and Pythagorean theorem. In there. Just for a second in my mind, I guess I was tired, but wow. That was really scary. I want to hear more with the half-fish lady, particularly the fish part. Not just you, Fidget. Half the time I have no idea what the hell the trapper is talking about either. When you're hot and rich and extremely scary, you start to think people just accept whatever you say. How was story time? A lot of people like to take pot shots at sequels, but I think every good story deserves a follow-up. When you think it's the end, the sequel is almost never as rewarding as the original. That's why I'm much more a fan of the episodic style of storytelling. Knowing it's a series takes a lot of pressure off any individual installment. It builds a greater sense of community between audience and creator. Actually, I agree. I watch a lot. Growing up, I used to watch like a movie every single night. Now I almost never watch movies, like ever. Like I'm so behind on so many. And when I say behind, I mean like years behind on movies. But it's a lot easier for me to watch TV shows these days because I can watch like a half hour or to an hour episode, whatever it is, like when I have dinner and whatnot. And then when it's done, I usually go back to honestly like editing and shit these days. So it's a lot easier for me to fit TV shows in, even if they're hour-long episodes, than it is like, that's the reason I haven't watched the new Batman movie yet. I've had it for like a few months now, but it's a 3-hour movie. I don't have time to sit down for 3 hours. Tell me, Fidget, if you could delete any sequel from existence, what would it be? Do I even need to answer that question? Don't answer that. We don't actually care. We're just here to make sure that we seamlessly move on to the next segment of the evening. God forbid my small talk get in the way of a romantic twilight moment. Dwight, I need you to shut your yap trap. You know that we need to get back to that thing we do whenever we're not on screen. Okay. You have fun tonight and try not to end up dead. Why did you say the words wink wink aloud? And what kind of double entendre are you getting at with the end up dead thing? Dwight is physically incapable of winking, not since the accident. And you do know that all of these people are despicable criminals with double-digit kill counts, right? Well, except for Spirit. She doesn't really belong here. She's strictly a victim, not a perpetrator. No wonder she's pissed. Did I hear somebody trash-talking Spirit? Deal me in. What do you say we take this talk to the hot tub so I can soak this bod while I roast that ghost with some killer hot takes? Please, enough talk of burns. The things that are lit or getting blazed. Some that these activities have to be set next to a little fire might not be surrounded by figurative flames as well. What if we turned and ran as far away from this place as we could, just you and me? On those spindly legs, you'd probably tire before you got too far. If it's running away to someplace more secluded Fidget is after, then you should obviously join me. Have you seen these legs? Pure power. Brrr. Trapper is buffed. Now that my walk speed really reflects my giant stature, that's because I chose to move slowly for stealthy reasons. It's my choice and it's completely logical. Why is everyone so obsessed with comparing themselves to each other and creating drama? I'm so over all that. Don't you get it? Society wants to trick you into fighting with each other so that corporations can swoop in and sell you fake solutions to your fabricated problems. I'll be sitting in the shade and drinking something locally sourced while thumbing through a public domain novella printed on recycled paper because I refuse to play their game anymore. It's like she's exactly trying to be as unappealing as possible. Does it really turn anyone else on, or is it just me? Despite Trapper's insatiable appetite, seems his attention, along with the attention of everyone else, is still on you for the moment. If you could, I don't know, to pick one of us, maybe we could all move on with our lives, or some special projects we might have going. You heard him. Who will it be? Who will you head off with for an evening activity? Just saying, you may not get a ton of chance to date around like this before your time on Rose Island comes to a close. And no, I'm not satisfied with that name either. But with this streaming reality TV dating show boom happening, it's pretty much all that was taken. Which killer will you pick? And yes, we're back to excluding Trickster because, ugh, that guy. Wraith! Wraith? I knew you'd never pick me. Who am I kidding? But I did pick you. Wraith immediately turns and runs away. Oh. It's not like he didn't tell you what you were getting into. Well, follow him. You catch with Wraith as usual, he appears a little anxious. Oh, let's give him a massage. You stop and step behind Wraith, placing your hands between his shoulders and his neck before he realizes what's happening. Surprise massage! Wraith tenses up at your touch, but then relaxes. Oh, that's the spot. The normally uninhibited Wraith lets out a moan before returning the favor. Before you know it, all your stress has melted from your body. Hey, this was supposed to be about you, mister. Oh, no, I didn't mean... I wanted to... There's that big sigh again. Sorry. Sometimes I get too in my head. Not understandingly. Well, maybe there's some way we can get you out of there. I feel like this will scare him. I feel like this is like the funny answer, but I feel like this will scare him this early on. I feel like throwing the frisbee is something that would actually calm him down more. What do you think? Because he's still like nervous and anxious, right? No, you can't back up. Once you make your choice, you keep going, as far as I know. No, this isn't a band game. It's not a porn game. Trying to see if there was like a rating. We're on the beach. You can throw around a frisbee. Well, it's dark and I don't really like sports. Oh. Wraith grabs the frisbee, looks at it like it's a moon rock or something, then tosses an absolute bullet right at you. You're so shocked at how absolutely slick that throw was, bro. This dude can really handle. In fact, you're so shocked you duck out of the way of the incoming disc instead of catching it. I thought you weren't good at this. No, see? He's cracked. He's secretly cracked. Just really the Bernoulli, I don't know what that is. The gyroscope inertia of the spinning disc. He talks at you for about 5 minutes while running out of steam, realizing you have... See? See? I found his interest. He went on a giant rant. Want to throw the frisbee back? I guess so. Suddenly nervous, you clutch the frisbee in more or less the same way Wraith just taught you. You aim and fire. Wobbles a little bit and sails away from Wraith before catching the breeze and sailing perfectly into his outstretched hand. I crushed it! Uh-oh. Wraith starts to tremble. Crush? No. No. Never again. Can't crush. Hug him. You envelope him in a wordless hug. Sometimes silence is the best thing, you know? I wish Trapper understood that. Wraith eventually calms down, still looking away. Thank you. Sorry, You don't need to apologize or explain. Wraith turns to you, smiling sheepishly. Wow, this day went by so fast, but I guess it's over. I don't understand why it's... You strange, beautiful weirdo. See, I think that was the right choice. If we could do a save state, I would go back and say the naughty answer, but he would end up going on like one of his nerdy ass rants. The gang's all together again on the volleyball court. Seems like only yesterday you were sitting on the sidelines watching everyone get sweaty. That's because it was? Boy, feels like I've been here a lot longer than that, actually. It's so late that the sun is already beginning to rise. Better get this over with quickly so that you can get some beauty rest. I do not recommend the eternal damnation of perpetual narrator Dom. Good thing you've really used your time well since then. Really getting to know the gang, the brain, the mogul, the bass case, the psychotic bunny girl, you know, the 4 types of people.
Less than 3.
Yo, Nyla, thank you for the 4-month resub. Less than 3 to you. Welcome back. Thank you for 4 months. Anyway, everyone is gathered on the volleyball court for the new type of game. Hit your dream date and see who Fidget chooses. Who's ready for round robin? How round are we talking? No, not to eat, Huntress. Each killer gets 2 minutes to tell you about the dream date they have planned for you tomorrow. No particular order, which is a weird thing to mention, right? Almost like the order does matter. Trapper, why don't you go first? You think you deserve it, even if this case is a subtle dig. Stop talking. Trapper, without further ado, would you like to make us all uncomfortable at pushing the boundaries of what is acceptable not only in polite society, but within the narrative of this in-world event and also the larger meta-narrative of Dead by Daylight dating experience? I don't mind, you just gotta say it. Well, yes, thank you. I'd love to. So, Fidget, you're thinking of picking me. Well, this is your final warning. Pick me and be punished and rewarded. Tomorrow will suck. Probably. I'm not an easy guy to get along with. I know that. But I can tell you this much. I'm hiding a secret on this island that will make fans shit themselves with excitement. If you like Trapper, you're gonna love it. And if not, you're a maggot. Also, everyone, confident, sexy ladies, and rabbit masks better stay the hell away from my yacht. Hit us, Spirit. Figuratively, damn it. Oh, damn it, Dwight. You gotta watch your words with these people. Tomorrow, you'll spit in the face of God, die, and be reborn anew. That's it? If you're not intrigued by that, I don't want you. Go draw a crayon art with Trapper. Dig out whatever mysteries with Wraith. I don't know what these guys do all day. Do you want to at least specify what God you'll be spitting in the face of? All of them. Okay, then. So hydrate tonight. You won't intend to hang with Spirit. Great. Hunters, why don't you take it from there? Tomorrow morning, I'm planning a nice atmospheric breakfast on the yacht. Don't worry, Trapper won't even know it's gone. What was that? Nothing. Go away. Then, boy, oh boy, I've got such an adventure planned. It involves hunting for treasure. What kind of treasure are we looking for? Guess you'll have to pick me and find out. Let me tell you, it's primo stuff. Now, if you don't mind, I've got to start preparing because it's clearly already that you're going to pick me. Confident. Mysterious. I like it. Sorry. Anyway, Wraith? Well, I don't know. I'd really prefer to just tell Fidget privately. I don't really know how that's going to work with these game mechanics. What if you just whispered it to Fidget? Wraith considers this for a long moment. Too long. That's fine. Without moving, Wraith lowers his voice to a barely audible whisper. Tomorrow we have to find my bell. And And then I can finally tell you what I've been working on. It's going to be really special. The kind of thing where we will really bond. And maybe finally get off this island. And then maybe we can go on a real date. Aww. You done? Is that it? Wraith nods, proud. And time's up. Gosh, you'll need to dream of those options so you're ready to choose in the morning. And go dream about those swoon-worthy options so you're ready to make a choice come down. This came out today, Vitamin. Yeah. Have a swell night. Guys, we have a new video up on YouTube as well where we go over the Resident Evil stuff that was all announced this morning. I even give a little background lore story on Project W for those who don't know what it is. So when I last checked, an hour and a half after posting it, it was already at like 500 views, so it's doing pretty well. Did you two forget to mention something? Oh gosh, how could we forget? Before you run off to slumber peacefully, there's one more thing to do. No reality survival dating competition parody will be complete without slinging out one of our contestants who is already teetering on the edge of a psychological break. Yo, Baron, thanks for the follow. Or maybe that's supposed to be Warren. 2 V's? Maybe. Thank you for the follow. And giving them a little push. Hold up. This has been a survival dating competition parody this entire time. Now I'm just finding out about it? Come on, the signs are there. You didn't just read them. You just didn't read them. I think this game's pretty funny so far. My voice is going to be tired tonight, but it's fun. It's now time to eliminate one of the... What? If I tried to do a Russian accent, I would butcher it so bad. Welcome in, Ward. It's like a butchering, but it hurts even worse.
You can't kill a killer, but can you break their heart? Do you even dare to try?
You mean, that's right. Tomorrow, one of these sexy slices will not be eligible to take you on a date. Who's it gonna be? But why? Because it's dramatic? Because it's surprising? Because it's classic reversal of fate? And will hurt someone's feelings? So dangerous. What's it gonna be, champ? What's your thought process here? Trapper seems like he might throttle you in your sleep if you eliminate him. That being said, at least you see him coming. Spirit could be anywhere. She floats, and here she can disappear. Hard to track. Ick. If you get rid of Wraith, he might cry, and although I totally support normalizing men crying being vulnerable, it just seems like he might be an ugly crier. Huntress, she might pretend to be okay with it, but you'll start seeing her behind every tree. What I'm saying is, I don't envy you, boss. So what psychopath are you eliminating? Are we gonna eliminate Trapper? Trapper is pretty funny though. That's very simple. Trapper, you scare living shit out of me. You are eliminated. That's fair. That's fair. Honestly though, I don't care. You suck. But not in a good way. You bore me, you personality-free maggot. It wouldn't even be fun to kill you. Which I was totally gonna do tomorrow the first chance I got. So really, this is a win-win for both of us. Still might kill you though. Not a principle for eliminating me. Sleep with both eyes open. And have fun on your date tomorrow. That went well. Now that you've broken the heart of someone heartless, you go get some shut-eye. Don't worry too much about the broken heart you've left behind, because of course, they'll be receiving the consolation prize. They might not get to go home with Fidget when this is all over, but they'll never sleep alone again. That's right. We're sending our eliminated player home with their own mostly new Trickster body pillow. The next best thing for the real Trickster, it might not hug you back, but definitely won't try and stab you. And how do we know? Because I've tried it. That's right. It's Dwight tested. Claudette approved. Hope you sleep well tonight, Fidget. You're my hero for what you've accomplished. We all need our body pillow. How can you sleep tonight knowing what you've done? No, not because of the guilt. I mean, knowing there's a legit homicidal maniac who hates you so close by.
How can you sleep tonight, knowing what you'll do tomorrow?
I don't know how you'll do it, but you better go before Dwight and Claudette come back and put you to sleep themselves. You know those two. Schedule, schedule, schedule. It's just the 4 killers. What a crazy way to end the day. An elimination? I didn't even know that was kind of a game. That's sharing with everyone, especially with our loser. Everyone deserves a send-off. We'll see how things go tomorrow, I suppose. Not expecting anything. I tend to shut my mind off during hard times. I know I seem all excited and devil may care, but the truth is, I'm really a pessimist at heart. That tends to happen when your mother was skewered by an elk when you were young. Yeah, how'd you know? Wild guess. It's the only the thing you talk about. Yo, excuse me. I think I saw a raccoon over in that tree and I'm feeling peckish. I don't remember the last time I felt this nervous, excited. Chemically, those two feelings are very similar, but I don't know. Fidget is really great. What else do you want me to say? I can't handle rejection well. At least I don't think so. No one has ever been dumb enough to reject me before. Yeah, the more I think about it, the angrier I'm getting. I'm a giant rage monster, so everyone in this room should be scared right now. Turn the camera off. Did I think there's a chance I might get eliminated? Yeah, I did. Yo, good night, Nilo. Did I care if I got eliminated? Not even a little. Does the volume of words I spend talking about how much I don't care about things signify a deeper yearning within me to be seen, heard, and validated by those around me? Nah. What? No, you're not part of this. You don't get a confessional. It's cool, man. I'm not part of anything. You feel me? Not a cog in anyone's machine. I'm my own machine. The whole thing is pretty cute, though. Charmingly low budget, old school marketing vibes. Not gonna lie, kind of wish I wasn't so busy right now. I'd definitely be down with a reality show dating competition with survival elements. But I got my new album, upcoming tour, finalizing the new sneaker line, producing a limited series on my life, starting a new social media NFT crypto app, and doing those private gigs over on IP Island. My dudes, you gotta come check it out. IP Island, it's dope. It's where the real killers are hanging out. Fully licensed, no legal drama, lawyers, take a hike. I'm gonna tell everyone that Trickster said that about them. Don't worry. I'm talking your favorite established characters from all over pop culture that can't be seen on the island. Hell, you'd probably even mention, you can't even mention them like Ghostfoot. Don't worry, don't you say it. Look, we get it. Very popular and in demand. We have a game to get back to, and I don't want to get sued. Ghostface. Come on. Whatever, I don't even care. I'm the Trickster. See you around, Fidget. You too, narrator. I have a name, you know. You do? Yes, seriously, they did not pay me enough to deal with you people.
Is it my turn?
What? No, it's not your turn. You're sentient water. How are you even sitting in that chair?
What's a chair?
It's the thing you're getting all wet. Now it's gonna smell like mildew.
Okay. Rude.
Fine. Let's just get this over with. It's your turn, Ocean. Do your check-in.
Check-in? I was looking for the bathroom.
Bathroom? Are you serious? It's down the hall to the left.
It's okay. Never mind.
Never mind, what does that mean? No, not you two. This wasn't meant to be a confessional time for literally every character in this game. It's okay. We don't have to confess anything. We've just been working our asses off for 2 days straight and wanted to sit down somewhere. This chair is wet. Yeah, I think the ocean just peed on it. How is that You know what? I don't care. You two are looking pretty pleased with yourselves. I've got something to confess. Oh, great. What's it going to be? You ate glue in the 2nd grade? You cheated on an algebra test once? Watching Trapper get eliminated was the first time in this unending spiral staircase of pain that is my life that I've even felt a modicum of joy. Every minute that I'm alive is a nightmare. This place, this sun, these sweet sugary drinks, it sounds fun for a long weekend, but for an eternity? The unrelenting rhythm of crashing waves and wailing seagulls is like a crescendoing song of evil that makes me question the very foundation of the universe. Why am I here? Why are any of us here? What kind of sentient being would do this? Please erase me from this existence. Make it so I was never born. Pull the plug on this experiment and let my soul be free. And please, please get me out of this polo shirt. Okay, let's get you to bed, buddy. I don't want to go to bed. Going to bed means eventually I'll have to wake up. Yikes, huh? That's a weird way to end. Oh well, what are you gonna do? You have the camera roll long enough, someone's bound to say something crazy. Anyways, seems like everyone's had their shot to annoy me tonight, so hit the hay and get some rest. Tomorrow's gonna be a doozy. What's that? You don't know about the killer crabs? Oh right, you didn't go on that huntress date. You really missed out. It was thrilling, or I guess it would have been. You have to play the game again to get that reference, I suppose. You'll pull on your beach attire and splash water in your face. Dwight and Claudette approach. Is that look on her face excitement? Terror? He knows your stomach flutters with butterflies. Someone's in love. or you've been infected with zombie butterflies in your sleep. Yeah, it's happened here before, but it's probably the love thing. It's time. Those guns in the ad, it's locked and loaded. I even had to get a license for that commercial. Colette gestures over to the beach where the killers all stand flanked by tiki torches. It's a scene very reminiscent of a TV show you used to hate watch with your ex. Hydration flavors have no caffeine. No. So you can either, if you want energy in them, you can mix the two. People do that quite often. Or if you're like someone who doesn't drink caffeine or can't drink caffeine, the hydration flavors are completely safe. Suddenly, the message is clear. You're going to declare your affections for a killer in front of several other killers. Hey, isn't Trickster supposed to be here? We paid him good money to take some half-assed cameos to this show. I'm gonna chew this agent out. Before they walk over for your big moment, don't think we haven't noticed how kind you've been to us, Fidget. Can't be easy being thrown to a mysterious island. Oh, ordering Friday? Yo, appreciate it, Dark. Don't forget to use my code, because like I said, I was saying earlier, a lot of people forget to use it. And if the code doesn't get used, we won't get the credit for it towards the shaker cup. So don't forget. Can't be easy being thrown to a mysterious island for seemingly no real reason. Surrounded by terrifying killers, trying to manage your most primal impulses, murder, and making out. And you've kept a cool head and treated us, your friendly island host, with dignity and respect. So don't tell anyone who we told you this, but Claudette and Dwight look around conspiratorially. Just a little hint for you going forward. Don't try to go all the way with a killer who isn't into you. Relationships are two-way streets. If you don't have a green light in the other direction, you might end up in the friend zone. Boo, the friend zone. The friend zone? That doesn't sound so bad. Where do you think you are? Exactly. Dead by Daylight doesn't do friends. There are killers and there are survivors, and I'm afraid we can't say more. Okay, so who's into me? Claudette and Dwight look around conspiratorially again. Well, you and Ray sure were awkwardly hanging out yesterday, huh? How many people can get him to open up? But you somehow managed it. So, are you ready? Of course you're not. Too bad, we're on a schedule. Make your way over to the row of hotties. Claudette and Dwight stand off to the side, hands behind their backs. It's been quite the 48 hours, but there are clearly sparks in the air. And I'm not just talking about this rusty chainsaw. Though I do recommend staying away from those sparks. It's time for our newcomer to confess their love. Wait, I have to do a drum roll for this. No, you don't. But who cares? Fidget, who do you choose for your solo date? Can we at least do the flower thing? Wait, I thought we agreed to keep it between us. No, not the flower thing. The thing where the steward gets a flower as a symbol for the contestant's love and affection. Oh, right, I suppose. But no roses. Such a cliche at this point. But that's good, because I tried to pick a rose, but I got an ouchie, so I settled for these. Beautiful. You've done good, Dwight. This is a lovely bouquet. Hope Dwight saves some of these for Claudette. They're a thing, right? You're getting that vibe too? Just me? Sorry, you got things to think about right now. Fidget. Who do you select to receive these flowers and spend the day with you today? Wraith. You turn to Wraith and let out a sigh. Wow. Are you becoming more like him? Wraith, since I got to this island, I've been drawn to your quiet nature, your unassuming good looks, your nervous energy you bring to every situation, no matter how normal and mundane. I love the way your brain works. I love the way your body moves, and I love how we are together. Wraith looks like he just watched the Earth explode from an orbiting space shuttle. His mouth hangs open a little, his eyebrows twitch. No one can tell if he's too excited to process or partially dead. Got anything to say, Wraith? Sounds about right. As you board the yacht, Wraith is unsurprisingly quiet, but the awkward vibes are down by about 60%. Good job, I guess. It was nice of Trevor to volunteer his yacht for the start of this day-long date, but a bit dismissive of him to say that you two were so boring that the yacht itself wouldn't even notice you were there. What would he know about fun anyway? He wears an old-timey one-piece bathing suit like Strongman from some bygone carnival. Come to think of it, that actually is a little fun. Wraith just has a regular old button-up shirt and shorts on. No, now's not the time to think about Trapper and the way his vintage singlet hugs his curves. Just right. That's what he wants. Classic Trapper trap. You're here with Wraith, remember? Who you chose for some very good reasons you must have, I'm sure. You cast all the other thoughts on your mind and stand on the edge of the deck, looking out the ocean, wondering what's out there. Where you even are. Gentle rocking of the waves feels comforting as you turn to face your paramour. Wraith can barely look at you. Is it nerves or something else? I can't believe you, after spending so much time with me, you'd still want to do it more. I'm only going to disappoint you. You can never disappoint me. Well, we'll see about that. There's still a full day ahead of us. Speaking of which, what exactly do you have planned for me today? Before we get into that, I need to tell you something. It's about me, but ultimately more about you. We've spent a lot of time together. You know me pretty well. That's how easily I get flustered by how introverted in my head I am. You know I'm awkward around other people, triggered by the sight of talk or money, weird about intimacy. But you are incredible and kind and patient. You put up with my quirks, and after spending so much time with you, I feel like I've changed. Something about you puts me at ease. I feel different, and that's good. I had to change in order to spend this day with you the way I want, because almost there. You still can't say it. That's okay though. You smile at him warmly. See, there it is. You always know how to comfort me. I haven't had that in a long time. Anyone I've been close to has abandoned me, usually against their will, but it still hurts. So why bother trying to connect with anyone? They're just going to be brutally murdered while I watch or overhear or sleep through it. You put your hand on his shoulder. All I want is someone to love, a family to care for, not touched by evil or greed or power, a small house in the middle of nowhere, not bothered by anyone. You're the first person forever I felt like I could see a future with. Wraith holds up Azeroth's skull. My story about the man who pulled out his boss's skull and spine, that was about me. No way! You almost tell him you know. Everyone knows. But decide against it. Too long I have been attached to Azeroth's skull. I have let it define me. No more. Wraith tosses the skull into the water. As he watches it sink, you notice a gold coin in the ground that dislodged from it. You know how Wraith is with gold coins. What do you do? Wait, what is he with gold coins? Does he like gold coins or does he hate gold coins? I don't remember. Did we have a conversation about gold coins earlier in the game? I'm a terrible person, Wolfman. That's why I'm single. I know we picked up the coin in the skull in the beginning, but that Wraith wasn't around then. Because it was the narrator who wanted it. I don't remember anything with Wraith with the coin. It's fun, Soup. It's silly fun so far. I'm assuming no one remembers. We're chasing the invisible D-Mac. I'm just gonna pick it up, I guess. I don't remember. Good call. Never know when this might come in handy. Wraith turns to you, smiling. He seems like a new man. Let's go back to the dump. What a romantic sentence to start this day with. As you walk into the cosmic dump, Wraith oozes nervous excitement. Oh gosh. I do have something incredible planned for tonight. He even tries to wink. It's kind of grotesque, but hey, this sad boy is finally opening up. He pulls out some lotions and oils. Sensual. You ready? No, don't spoil anything, please. That's odd. What's wrong? No, it's just you're holding Azeroth's skull again. You just made a whole big thing about how you feel like you've changed and you're not defined by it and you threw it away? Yeah, I did. Azeroth was terrible and I'm no longer using his skull as my security blanket. This is his brother Paul, also a really bad guy I took care of. I have 20 of these things, all real bad guys. Ah, well, guess you can't really change some people. Anyways, back to our exciting night to end all nights. I'll stay here and prepare if you want to go find my bell. Takes a step closer and whispers, then when you come back, we can ring it. Oh, what does that even mean? I don't know, but it seems very exciting. And look what you've done to this anxious, shy boy. He's losing his inhibitions. Maybe soon he'll be losing his clothes. Oh my. To get there though, you have to find the bell. It's gotta be somewhere on this island, right? Where do you start looking? Check out that creepy black lighthouse on the edge of the island. Lighthouses usually only have one big room at the top. Might be easy enough to search. You turn to leave and catch Wraith winking at you again as you exit. You know what? Maybe that wasn't a wink at all. Some of the mud he used to cover up his face is probably dripping while he sweats anxiously. You arrive at the black lighthouse, optimistic and full of purpose. You don't see a bell anywhere. Spirit? Hello? Nothing. There's nowhere to be found. Let's be honest, her heart was never really in the process, was it? You start poking her. Oh, it's been auto-saving. Okay. I have no idea how long the game is, seriously. You start poking around, wondering if Spirit took the bell and hid it somewhere around here. Probably just the one, though. Oh, hey, hot stuff. You turn to see Trickster, casually posed, light reflecting off his perfect skin, all of his many, too many abs glistening perfectly. Doing some snooping. I'm looking for Spirit. Me too, actually. We're gonna do face masks, and I told her I'd show her around my stage over on IP Island. It's tight. All the kills we couldn't clear to be in this game are hanging out over there, just at a view of you and your any interested party's lawyers. Having a blast, doing shots, making content. Oh my dude, you've got to meet my good friend. Nope. Stop right there. Not getting sued over a dating sim. I feel that. Hey, have you seen Wraith's bell anywhere? I'm not gonna lie to you, friend. I have no idea what you're talking about. But you want to hop over on the other island, check out my stage? No. Absolutely not. I'm on a mission. Trickster shrugs. Guess we're all on our journey. Till we meet again. As Trickster vanishes, you ponder your next move. And I'm left wondering who just say no to checking out the sexy pop star special hideaway. So, where to next? Trapper's Cave. Because I know to look out for, well, traps. With that in mind, I'm sure I can get in and out of safety and find that bell. The Trapper's Cave. Oh, this game sure is much bigger than you thought, huh? Mind you, replayed a couple times to be able to grasp how much work was put into it. You enter Trapper's Cave tentatively. He is called Trapper. It stands to reason there may be some traps. Illuminated by a deep blue, the cave is home to a pool of water that shimmers and shines. You find yourself hoping Wraith's bell isn't in there. You hear a voice from behind a pile of rocks, like a feeble old man calling for help. Step in front of a large pile of rocks, the mouth of a tunnel. Nothing you could hope to move, but someone much larger could probably toss them aside with ease. A frail voice calls out, "Hello? Who's there? Can you help me?" "Hold on, I'm coming." Desperate to help, you push against the rocks with all your might. Dislodging when you're on top, it rolls off and kills you. Oh my god, you have to do the whole chapter? Okay. Okay, so we'll say look around the cave. Because you have a job to do. Hey, maybe play this again to find out who the voice belongs to. I tried. You found a gold coin. Take it. Sounds like a good choice. Oh, there's something else right next to it. Is it the bell? Again, this is Trapper's Cave. You know him, a trap guy. The guy loves to leave traps. Fuck it. We'll have to die again. Yeah. Okay. Fuck. Okay, let's try it again. I had to know. I had to know. Quit while you're ahead. A hulking shadow falls over you. You turn to see Trapper. Smart. That was a bear trap. And I'm the bear. Oh. Rather than hear somebody remind me that this is Trapper's Cave after all, I'm just gonna not touch anything. You step back from all the things shiny and enticing, consider just leaving and figuring out this whole belt stretching. This but you decided to get to spend time with me, and yet here you are in my cave. Can't help but be drawn to me, can you? What is it? My animal magnetism? My musk? My hopeless devotion to Leg Day? I don't think Wraith has ever set foot in Leg Day. I'm trying to figure out what the hell this even means. You think fast. You're right, Trapper. It's the Leg Day thing. I love your Leg Days, and also the musk. Love a good musk. Knew it. Listen to him. I made the wrong choice, limiting you and going with Wraith. You should probably cleave me in two, hack me in 2 pieces. I deserve worse. But if you'll let me, I'll go back and Wraith tell me I made a mistake and I'm leaving. I should probably cleave you in 2. You're right. It takes a truly selfish person to admit their mistakes. And you're clearly aware that you're stupid, so you know we're making progress. Whoa, are you pulling this off? I'll let you go on one condition. When you break news that you're leaving him for me, tell him he has skinny chicken legs. Yes, if you want, I can tell him that. Oh, yeah, I want. Trapper's Cave, as you hear a deep laughter echo behind you. If he hope the bell wasn't here, because if it was, you're never going to get it. So where to next? I have a good feeling about Hunter's Cabin. I love a cabin in the woods. Great things are always happening at those. People are walking into them and back out of them unscathed all the time. Hunter's Cabin. It's as if this is your chance to visit and admire some of the locations you may have not visited already because of the choice you specifically made. What a great opportunity. You enter Hunter's Cabin and relax. It's disarmingly cozy with a warm, quirky vibe. You feel like you could live here if a kooky killer didn't already. You spot something shiny. Is it the bell? You reach out for it, but you're tackled from behind. It's Huntress. She holds an axe to your throat. I found you. Now I get to kill you. What? I'm running a very complicated long con Wraith. I'm trying to find his bell so he can do something. I don't know. I'll probably use it to play joking him instead. This sounds like a fun game. Want to play another one? Sure. Great. I've got this perfect game in mind. Hide and seek, but you can't find me. Here I come. Oh. Not bad. Oh, that's terrible. You're silly. If there's a real hide and seek, you'd be dead by now. Doesn't change anything. What do you mean? I'm still mad you broke into my house, which is too bad because maybe I do know something about the bell. Maybe I'll tell you later. We'll see. Damn. Except possibly killed. I've got bad news for you. You've already searched the spots that the Spirit and Trapper hang out. You even checked out Trickster Stage. But it might have an actual concert was going on, but maybe in the sequel. Now you've also searched Huntress' cabin too and managed to not get yourself skinned. However, having your skin, as remarkably sunk as it is, isn't as good as having your skin in Wraith's bell. Looks like you're gonna have to admit defeat on this one and head back to Wraith's empty-handed. You tried hard. You really did. If you were a game, I'd give you a good review. That being said, Wraith is, well, I don't want to say unkind, because he's been really nice this whole time, but there's that whole spine-ripping thing. You're under the ruins, the cosmic dump, prepared to deliver Wraith the bad news. He seems very sweet and shy, and like he's not a killer, but he totally is. There's a chance he could kill you. The place is empty. Phew, we're gonna be off somewhere, still preparing. What are you gonna do? You still don't have the bell. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. Who are you talking to? I hope we didn't just fuck something up. From behind one of the giant obelisk smiling behind her mask. Followed you back here. It was fun. Like a cat stalking prey. Yeah, that sounds fun. After you left, I was thinking, I wanted to tell you about the bell. Oh my god, Huntress, thank you. It's going to cost you. You empty your pockets and hand over all your gold coins. Ooh, sparkly. Okay, so Wraith's bell. I saw a spirit with you yesterday. She was walking back from here and says she was eavesdropping on your date. So when you weren't looking, she stole to sabotage your budding relationship with Wraith. I think she said something about a cringy truth or dare game. I think they had a fling or something and she's still mad about it. Or not. Who knows? She's definitely mad about something. Even though it's rusty and old, it's still kind of shiny. So I offered to pay her for it. But she said she had the perfect spot for it picked out. At the top of her lighthouse. The first place I went! Oh great, you need to go back to the lighthouse and deal with Spirit. Tell her I'll still buy it from her. Oh great, you need to go back to the lighthouse and deal with Spirit. Turn to the lighthouse and head upstairs. No more messing around. At this time, Spirit is waiting for you. Where on the street is you're looking for me? Did you have tricks to distract me? Spirit rolls her eyes. You're really piecing it together, huh, Sherlock? All right, whatever. I messed with Wraith a little. I'm so sorry. Does not sound like she's actually sorry. So you want Wraith's bell? How about we play a little game? I call it, don't look into the light or die. You can only open your eyes when I'm blocking the light. If you look directly at it, you'll die. Precisely. You're much smarter than you look. No offense. Stop on spirit and don't look straight into light. If you look straight at it, your brain probably won't survive the stress. Oh. Perfect. So the light isn't completely fatal, I guess. Only half your brain and a portion of your soul is damaged. The rest seems to be mostly okay, as far as I can tell. Spirit hands over the bell. Let's go! Now, please leave me alone. Gladly. And with that, you march triumphantly back to Wraith. You can suddenly walk and see Wraith in his sexiest outfit yet. Oh my! Your eyes do that cartoon thing where they bug out of your skull. Ooga! In true Wraith fashion, his reaction is a little more subdued. He just looks at you and sort of smiles. Hope you have something for me that's going to make me as happy as I just made you. Look at this guy. So open and comfortable in his own skin, cloak, painted, burnt flesh thing. Beaming, you hold up the bell. Took me all over the island, but I found it. Spirit stole it because it's a long story. Now you want to tell me what we're doing with it? Wraith holds the bell and tears up. He kisses it. Weird. Only one more thing until we can finish this. What are we finishing? Or should I say, who? You wink. Always a nice touch. You know I can't tell you that yet. But while we wait, Wraith hands you a super sexy outfit. Outfit is maybe too strong of a word. This is more than just a tiny bit of cloth connected by various thin elastic bits. You look at it and bite your lip. Should I change? You'd better. You duck behind one of the obelisks and take off your clothes, slipping into your new sheer barely there collection of straps. It is incredibly revealing. Somehow, you look more naked with this on than you would if you were actually naked. It's really something. Eyes up here. Sorry, it's impressive. You return to Wraith and model your new outfit. I'm wearing basically nothing. Oh, just you wait. The light's dim. Oh, dang. Is this what you've been waiting for, you little freak? Relaxed and confident, Wraith is a totally different person than the introverted loner you met when you arrived from the island. Are you ready? I wanted to give you my heart. I'm ready. The lights go out. It's so chilly. Don't worry. We'll warm up. He's not wrong. Wraith's naked skin feels like fire on yours. The fire he's been so afraid of this whole time. You melt into his arms, his lips exploring. I should probably leave you two alone. Feels weird to be documenting this. Before I give you my heart, I'm going to give you something else. There it is. Yeah, I'm going to head out. I'll see you in a... Hold up. Even in the dark, I know that smell. It's like salad dressing mixed with suntan oil. Dwight and Claudette. I guess they like to watch. Hold that thought, lovebirds. Great. Your special guest is here a little early. Wow. I didn't know human bodies could fit that way together. Sure they can. I'll show you when we're done tonight. Oh. Lights pop back on. You and Wraith are still wearing virtually nothing. No time to get dressed. We've got to go immediately. Wow, cock blocked. It's secret hatch reveal time. And no, that's not some double entendre. Follow us. Dwight and Claude disappear into an open hatch in the ground. Wraith throws on some clothes, and you both follow. It's even colder down here. Well, have fun. Our job pretty much stops at getting you here. Contrary to what you may have heard, we don't like to watch. Not this. See you later. They climb back up the ladder as you turn around. Across from you stands a very old Nigerian woman. Grandma! Philip! They embrace. You are suddenly very aware of how exposed your skin is and how chilly you are. Forgive me, Fidget. This is my grandmother. Abigail, pleased to meet you, Fidget. So you're the one my little Philip has chosen. Interesting. Interesting. What does that mean? Do you need to earn the respect of Grandma Abby now? I can't wait to get to know this person my Philip decided to give his heart to. Come, help me make drinks. You go with Grandma Abby. I have to prepare the bell. Happy to, Philip. Wraith looks sheepish, like he's reverted back to his little old self. Oh yeah, I guess I never told you my real name. Philip Ojomo. You bow deeply. Nice to meet you, Philip Ojomo. Wraith laughs, grabs the bell, and leaves. Grandma Abby takes your hand and guides you to the table with potions. Come, let's get some refreshments. I'm an old lady, and it's not so easy for me to mix these exactly. My hands just aren't as steady as they once were. You'll need to help me pour. Now it doesn't seem like a time for questions like, what is this? Or are we supposed to drink these possibly poisonous liquids? Just get to it. Fill that cup up. Perfect. 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 Yeah, that was a little off. That could have been better. I got 4 out of 5. Oh, dementia. Suppose we'll have to do. Come, wait. I want to make sure you're the one. She did across the room. She smiles brightly at you. Philip has been through so much. He saw things as a child no child should ever have to even think about. I fear what that could do to a person. Is that at 1,100 views? Damn. That's crazy. Considering it's only been live for 4 hours. No, and strong-willed. He's a good boy. I agree. Although thinking back to what you two were getting up to right before this, maybe you don't agree. Tell me, Fidget. Phil's birthday is coming up. What would you get him as a gift? He likes horses. I don't know, something big and bold, maybe a statue, maybe of a horse? You have no idea why you said that. You immediately regret it. But Grandma Abby's face lights up. Wonderful. That would remind him of the knight, his favorite chess piece. Yes, I know. You liar. Okay, tell me this. Philip could be a tree. What kind of tree would he be? Oh, I don't know. I know we talked about this earlier, but it was about what I would be. Did he reply with what he would be? Rhododendron, with colorful, beautiful blossoms that make this one energy feel alive inside, like Wraith. Just not to make you oh. Maybe you're just nervous. This is a strange situation, I admit. She considers you for another beat, then calls out, Philip, we are ready. Give me a couple more minutes. Turns back to you. Well then, how about a game to lighten the mood before our big event? I can do some oh no! One of these before. Never mind the fact that they were in a different location. It makes no sense that you could do them here, underground in a completely different area. We have plenty of money to make some other mini games, right? This is Dead by Daylight. Have some goddamn fun for once in your life. Since one of these games may be familiar to you, who knows? You might get an extra relationship status boost if you try the one you haven't before. Cornhole. Toss that little skull. Perfect. Oh, I pushed that way too early. Oh, terrible. Admirable performance. Not perfect, not terrible, not exactly the description of a grandmother wants to use the love of her precious grandson life, but so be it. You got a moment to relax. Sorry, I yelled at you earlier. It's been a long game. Wraith re-enters, holding the bell. It looks brand new. Think we're ready. Time to drink up. Grandma Abby hands out the potions or drinks she made. First Wraith, then herself, then you. She stops and looks at you. Stares you down intensely with a sweet smile on her face. No matter what you do, you cannot abandon my Philip. Do you understand? He has been abandoned his whole life. I regret leaving that bunker. His parents regret leaving our village. But he is here now, and he has opened up to you of all people. You cannot betray him. I will haunt you from my grave. My spectral form is not always as nice as this one before you right now. Oh, thank you for that advice. Of course, dear. Now, where were you two before I arrived? You're playing a board game, fully clothed, of course. Okay, she knows. She does? Of course I do. It's a requirement of the ritual. The what? Grandma Abby raced in and walked the wall with hanging chains and locks. Are you ready? Yeah, oh my. I am finally ready to leave this place. Grandma Abby plays Wraith and chains, your jaw drops. What is happening? This is what we've been working towards. This is how we consummate our relationship. The call to the Black Veil could do this ritual to leave and return to the island. One lover would be sacrificed, and the other would do the sacrificing. So here I am, ready to move on, to be sacrificed. No, this is crazy. I don't even know what to do. That's why Grandma Abby's ghost was summoned, to help. Philip's heart must be removed, lit on fire, and the bell rung. What the hell? Everything you've done here has been building to this. What? In shock, you look at Wraith, arms leg splayed against the cold, mossy stone. You have to the ritual. You have to carve. Oh my god.
You don't get an invitation like that every day. Sounds like fun, doesn't it? You've done so well. You've earned it. We're almost at the finish line. You didn't think I brought you all this way without a plan, did you? What kind of sinister body of salt water do you think I am?
I'm sorry I didn't tell you before. I couldn't. You could never have come with me on this journey. A disturbingly calm Grandma Abby hands you a jagged dagger. Seems far too dull for this job. The ocean's the entity, pretty much. What up, Shogun? Welcome back, Pinky. All he wants to do is leave this place. With you. You can make that happen. Those who slay together, stay together. Grandma Abby, still witty under very intense, disturbing circumstance. Ritual requires sacrifice on both ends. We both need to be in love with each other. I love you, and I've been wanting to give you my heart. Please take it. I love you too. Aww. Stifling tears, you accept the dagger from Grandma Abby, and after taking a moment to compose yourself, plunge it into Wraith's chest. He winces and groans as you slice him open. I'm sorry. As you dig the knife in, Wraith reaches out and brushes his thumb across your cheek. Even in this nightmare situation, your heart races and your cheeks flush red. He smiles through the pain. Your hair was covering your face. I wanted to get a better look at you. Awkward. Not as awkward as what you're actually doing, though, which, to remind you, is plunging a dagger into the chest of your beloved right after declaring your love for each other in order to remove his heart for a strange ritual that might be complete bullshit. Real Romeo and Juliet vibes. Wraith goes limp as you insert your hand into the gaping hole you've made. It's slippery and warm, and you're not a doctor. How are you supposed to... Oh, no, there it is. You slip your hand under the rib cage. That is definitely a heart. You're trying to vomit as you wrap your fingers around it, take a breath, and pull. It slides out surprisingly easy. Grandma Abby snips some arteries and veins and takes the heart from you. Covered in blood and tears, you watch her put your beloved's heart in a stone dish and light it on fire. She takes the bell, looking fresh and shiny and new, and rings it. There's a blinding flashing light. In that instant, you worry you've killed Wraith for nothing. And then blackness. Through the darkness, you hear the sounds of the waves lapping. It's calm and still, just like when the journey began. Remember that? Feels like it was just 2:20. Someone was reading the PC clock. You realize everything is dark because your eyes are closed. You decide to keep them that way for just one more moment. You did it. You fell in love with the killer. You've made him fall in love with you, and you consummated your relationship. By agreeing to sacrifice him in a questionable ritual in order to get off the island, did you do the right thing? Did you play the game correctly? Oh. You open your eyes. You're still here, but you feel he's not wearing anything under that sheet. A weight has been lifted. You look to your right. Wraith is here, alive. He has stitches on his chest. Your love is alive, but the ritual didn't work. What is going on in this place? Outside, Claudette and Grandma Abby bury Dwight in a hole, sculpting him in a sandcastle in the shape of a T-Rex. We could join them and play in the sand, but we could get down and dirty right here in my cabana. Let's leave them out there until high tide. Maybe longer. Wraith smiles. Rawr, that's Dino 4. I love you. Oh my! What a sexy little beast that guy was. We just got down and dirty in that cabana. I might need to go get a cold shower. Oh my. I'm not gonna be able to look at Wraith the same way when he's chasing me when I'm playing Survivor. What a funny little game.